S3E44. I am your host, Black Chef 56, and I am joined by a fuck ton of people. Let's go ahead and get into their names. I am, of course, joined by the one, the only Inara Sarah.
Hello.
And of course, we can't have a normal episode of the podcast without possibly having DJ Lionheart, aka Leon.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And of course, my buddy It's Pump Bridge is here because apparently he cannot fucking have a normal goddamn name.
Why the fuck would I?
AKA
Christian, look at his
It's
face.
not allowed. Look at this face.
This is true. This is true.
This is not the
also
face
true.
of normal, Christian.
Don't we know that shit?
Yeah.
Fuck out
So-
of here with normal.
The better question is, what
Anyways.
is normal? What's normal?
Don't get me
Not for
started.
him. That is the easiest answer on the planet.
Don't get me
not for
started.
him.
Oh dear God! All right, we're off to a great start. And of
You really
course,
want you really want
AKA
to talk about you really want to talk about normal. I will talk philosophy for hours, but we're not here for that.
No, we're not here for that. You are absolutely 100% correct.
Philosophy
So-
is just space politics. Let's be
Speaking
real.
of
Thanks,
philosophy, speaking of philosophy, that is what I'm now going to call Allie, aka Hungry Hufflepuff.
I am 2 shots in and still not drunk enough for this shit.
We call it
Don't worry.
philostronomy.
Yeah. We call it pastrami. That's what we call it. Pastrami. Pastrami. And of course, we actually have a non-newcomer, but of course a blast from the past, Faye, aka Sarah. And of course, we also cannot have an episode without Gallows, aka Thomas.
Yo, we'll see how long his audio keeps it at it today.
Yeah,
have
I
my
say
headphones
5
on.
minutes.
take me over.
All right, well, this can't be a normal episode without going into weekly updates, so I gotta ask the age-old question of how's everybody's week? So we're gonna go ahead and go the way that I just introduced everybody. So Inara, Leon, Seth, Allie, Sarah, and of course, Gallows.
I currently feel like I'm gonna die.
Don't we all?
No. So, boyfriend over here was sick on Monday, and I am about 4 days behind him. So I feel like total ass. But Thanksgiving was nice with his family.
Well, that's always good.
Well, the good news is you don't look like total ass. So
Oh, my hair is being hidden behind the curtains right now. You don't want to know.
It's okay. It's okay.
I might put on a hoodie. It's like
All
hide.
right. Okay. Do not hide, damn it! You're on the camera right now. No hiding. No. And you know what? For that,
Oof.
damn,
Oh, you.
the hammer comes down hard when it is.
when I say no, I mean no. Damn it.
Leon,
Anyways, Leon, how was your week, buddy?
Not great, but also been okay, I guess. We'll talk about it later, but this week's been really hard.
Yeah.
But I did some Black Friday shopping and
That's good.
finally got my new controller. I'm happy about that.
Oh,
And
look out!
there it is!
Oh, you got it wrong because it's 3 minutes and 54 seconds. So you got it wrong.
I said 3 minutes. I said 3 minutes. So.
It wouldn't be an episode without Gallows' audio fucking up.
Hey, and once again,
Nope,
as we
nope.
always remind you,
We are professionals.
Yeah.
With a capital F. I mean,
Yes.
yes.
Just yes.
Fucking around.
But
Cap.
anyway, on positive notes, Batman the Animated Series. Got that. Love it. Dying Light 2. Can't wait to start playing that. And who doesn't love a Lego game? Come on, who doesn't love Legos?
I don't. I'm a contrarian. My apologies.
That's because
I
you're
lie,
an
I
cunt. No, I'm kidding.
I was like,
Oh,
I don't know anymore.
No. You better give me the proper label if you're gonna go there. Go on.
I'm
Go
all
on.
ears. I'm all ears.
No. You know.
What's your proper label?
I want to say something, but I'm going to stay out of it.
I mean, I've got the one I use, but we don't talk. It doesn't fit here. So
Again, everybody, we are
I don't even know what's
professionals.
happening.
we have devolved into random commentary. That's what's happening.
Devolution.
We're just
all
waiting
right.
for Shad to bring us back on topic.
That's pretty much the norm every
Oh wait,
time.
that's my profession now. Is
He's
that
not
what we're
the one
talking
who
about?
does that.
I remind you,
Nara.
I remind you, you last the
Nara's
one.
job here.
It's you or Nara. It's nobody else. The occasional Lewis. That's about it.
That's fair. But yeah,
How's he doing? By the way, I haven't
Look
talked
at
to him
this
since,
lazy
like-
fuck.
He's doing okay.
He's got no
go into
internet.
that later. Yeah, he unfortunately does not have any.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, fucking that's a
Unfortunately,
fool.
I don't have any internet
Hold on,
fire.
unfortunately.
But he does have plenty of rum. Anyways.
I'll be
Well,
right
got-
back. Pirate, you
All right,
said
who
he
we
has
on?
plenty of rum, and I was just like, ooh.
We
Probably
just
seven.
finished Leon.
I did the
Yeah.
Shaquille
All
O'Neal
right.
face though.
Brim, it's your turn.
It is your turn.
Is it?
Sir?
Yeah.
How was your week, buddy?
Is
How
it?
you be?
Well, I'm probably gonna go drink in a minute, so it's about to be great.
Ha! I win. I'm already there.
I'm filling up a Rockstar can, possibly with tequila.
Okay, you
Oh,
win. You got
sorry.
tequila.
I'm trying to commit suicide now.
No, I want rum. I want rum.
I'll trade you.
For a lot of reasons, I require the rum. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I kind of want to put on my whole pirate outfit now.
Can any of you hear Avery? I can mute myself.
I'm fucking. I'm-
Just barely, but not.
It's like a murmur. It's not
like a
much.
Murmur, yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's like Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka. Mumbler. And then he just slowly gets like super quiet as he's talking. He's just like, "You really should speak up because I can't understand what you're saying."
Oh boy.
Whose turn is it now, Allie?
It's a person's.
So, everybody, Joe says hi. I
Hello.
would have invited him.
Fuck
but,
you.
No,
I'm kidding.
There are a lot of fucking
he's not in the chat. But I would have invited him. However,
Excuse me.
There are a lot of
I
fucking
guess there are
I
a
have-
shitload of people, and I guess our buddy Pat is here.
I have
He is now a
too big of a
black
fucking-
square.
have a big of a headache to deal with people right now.
Yeah. So, Gals, do you wanna go ahead and dip out for the night? You're more than welcome to if you need to.
More than likely I will. It's just my fucking head is fucking killing me.
Yeah, man. Take care of you. Ow, fuck.
Go ahead and
All right.
take the night
Well-
off, man. You're here all the time.
Take
Yeah.
some cocaine.
Oh fuck! If cocaine can fix
don't.
this, I would. But if it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you guys. All right, I'm gonna hop off. I'll talk to you
All
guys
right.
later. You guys have a good night.
Boy.
Bye.
Yeah. So,
Hufflepuff, how was your week?
yeah.
So I actually got Thanksgiving and the day after off, which is a rarity
Ooh.
for me. Unfortunately,
Nice.
I spent almost the entirety of it with my family.
Oh, gross.
Yikes.
And
50-50
if any of
on
you have
that.
heard, if any of you have heard how I interact with my family,
You don't.
there's a reason I'm drinking right now.
Yeah.
Okay, that. Okay.
It is not just for your entertainment. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Aww.
I like entertainment.
Yeah, but I'll always entertain you.
Are you not entertained? 1, 2.
I love how she completely glosses over that one.
The fucking. Is that from the 300?
The 300.
That is from Gladiator, good sir. Get your
Oh,
fucking
cool.
shit right. God damn.
I'll
I will
take.
skull
I'll-
fuck you with
I
a
haven't
sword.
seen Gladiator. I just
Oh,
watched the
fuck.
300 for the first time.
Gladiator
a while
is the
ago.
are you not entertained and the that's what Gladiator is.
Oh.
I haven't seen it either.
I have it and I've yet to watch it all the way through. I just
I
know
need
that
to go
much.
watch the I want to go watch the second I want to go watch the second 300
Oh,
movie,
shit.
the one about Damocles. I want to go watch that one at some point. Cuz we watched
That
it
one's
when
alright.
we watched it when
It's
I was in
alright.
MCT during I think range week or whatever it is. Patrick is still a box. Can you hear me, dude?
I don't know if he can. Here, let me kick him out.
I
real quick
can't
and
hear him.
send back out.
Patrick!
He is, yeah, he's been real quiet. The camera's been off. As far as I'm aware,
it doesn't even show the lettering. So
It's broken.
yes. All right. So it turns out we will actually be joined by Lewis himself, I guess.
The man himself has arrived.
Yeah. Okay. So Pat, for whatever reason, it's not really working. I don't know why. I'm gonna try and get Lewis in here. Let me put it that way.
Well, let's see if we can get his working.
Who
Well,
knows?
time to move into stream and we're having technical difficulties. Love it.
This is what I say every time. You come for
We are-
the entertainment talk. Stay for the technical difficulties.
Absolutely.
my point was yes. But no, my whole point.
You had a point?
You had a point. Wait, what? Huh? What?
Wait, what point?
Perhaps.
Oh, hey, there he is.
Hey!
Ah.
Got it.
Hello, I'm playing Fallout New Vegas, and you nerds can't stop me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stop you.
Professionals, absolutely.
I'm sorry. If it weren't for the fact
Professionals
that
at
it's a
our
single
finest,
player,
okay?
I'd join you.
I mean, to be fair, I am drawing as
Yeah,
well.
but the last time they tried to do an online Fallout, it didn't exactly launch well.
No.
Oh, the game's great now. Allegedly.
yeah, no,
I tried launching it like 2 days ago and it just crashed to desktop. So I was like, "Yeah, this is much better. I don't even have to play the game anymore."
Much improvement. Much improvement.
I mean, look at the Skyrim version.
No, actually, Patrick, this is perfect.
Oh,
I was
ESO
going to
is
ask you a
amazing. What are you
question.
talking about?
I need you to jog my
Sounds-
memory. In MCT, is it called Range Week whenever you're out in the field doing tables 3, 4, 5, and all that shit? I can't remember. It's been so fucking long.
So table 3 is machine gun range. Table 4, 5, and 6 are like
Night shooting.
unknown distance and with nods and hex. They're fun.
Yeah, that during MCT, that was what they called the Range Week or something like that. Or was that
Yeah.
something that they did for? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Because
it's basically range week. It's basically just field week.
okay, cool. So
They're, like teaching you on how to like take care of yourself in the field and not like fuck up your joints and shit, which did not work for me because my
which
joints
did
are
not
all
work
fucked
for
up.
any of us, really.
No, dude, fucking, I went to the fucking ER the other day because you know, our 11th Marine Medical is garbage and it
Oh
has
my
not
god,
changed.
that doesn't
Well,
surprise
yeah.
me at all.
So I went to the
You're
ER.
still in Polgus, right?
Yeah, I'm still in
Yeah, their
Polgus,
fucking
Raz.
medical sucks.
Yeah, I went there and then I'm getting yelled at by an HM1, which is, by the way, and if for people who don't know, that's an E5 or the equivalent of a Marine Corps sergeant, right?
Oh, now
So everybody
now
knows
I
what
know
a
that.
sergeant is. Everybody, no, I'm saying this for the people that aren't enlisted and don't give a fuck. But so
least
I'm
he's
getting yelled
acknowledging
at.
it's
All right, I've been just drinking.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm getting yelled at by a E5 of the Navy for you didn't go to physical therapy like we told you to, and it's like, yeah, because it didn't help. It made everything worse. Why would I keep going? And he was like, well, you
That's
still have to
fair.
do this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you're a fucking retard. You know that? Like, I hate you. Like, you're a fucking goober. So I went up to the battery commander. Why is everyone in this vault naked?
That's a great question.
Well, I was like
Once
holding
again,
W in
folks,
the game.
we are
Professionals.
No, I'm serious.
With the
Like,
capital N. Wait.
I don't know if I show my.
Wait, what?
They're not like butt naked. They're just like wearing their undies. But it's like, why?
In that
Like,
game,
there's-
that's
there's
naked
people-
enough.
No, they're just like people wearing clothes, and then there's like people just walking around in boxer shorts. Like, all right, whatever.
Okay, to be fair, that is not as bad as the vault that is just full of the clones that say nothing but Gary.
I love that vault. What are you talking about? Those guys have some really good points. Like Gary and Gary, completely different fucking
Hey
statements.
guys, so we did get way off topic. I get that.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, you're good, buddy. Seth, continue.
Okay, so the reason I asked Patrick is because I want to make sure that my information wasn't all fucked up. But during that field week, while we were in, while I was in MCT, because he got in after I did, MCT wise, I think. It was raining constantly because California is basically just Ireland with more mountains, and lots of left-wing liberals. But anyway, so while it was raining, they took both of our platoons into one of these big, like, what were they called? Hooches, I think.
They call them hooches. I call them tuna cans.
Yeah, I called it a fish tank. So they took us into these big like tin dome cylinder things that was essentially where we slept during that entire week. And they put on the projector, which is where we would have all of our Sunday meetings, and we started watching 300. Now, there's particulars. Now, both platoons were watching it on either side. So, and we were both watching it at the same time. So when we get to the part where Damocles is meeting with the Persian lady and then fucks her very, very violently.
Jesus Christ!
Somebody on all we heard on the other side of the wall. All that we heard on the other side of the wall was just somebody shout, "Oh my God, give him one!" And everybody got all excited. It was the funniest shit ever because it was just like, it was muffled behind a wall. And it just happened to be at the exact moment that he grabs her dress and like rips the top half of it apart. And then flips her around and starts pounding her.
You're talking about Rise of Empire. That's what you're talking about.
The 300? The sequel?
300 Rise of the Empire. Yeah, Rise of Empire. Yeah. It's technically a prequel, sequel, and a continuation at the same time.
Yeah, because that's whenever they were fighting the Persians, and it showed how Xerxes became immortal.
Yes.
All that stuff, which
I actually made a supercut of both of those movies at one point. It was 4 hours long.
Yeah, I know that movie had way more boobs and way more gore than the first one did.
That it did, yes.
And I'm all for it.
We are 17 minutes in, and we still haven't finished the weekly update.
Okay,
so
hey,
well, hold on. I unfortunately can't stick around any longer. I have to go deal with a you know that crisis I told you that was going down and all that shit?
Have fun with that.
I have to go be the grown-up because a bunch of these fucking Australian children don't know how to just fucking talk to each other like adults. So I gotta go fucking meterate. People are asking me to be a witness, so I'm like, okay, fine.
Oh God.
Nuke it from orbit.
Nuke it from orbit.
That's my plan. I'm going there to nuke it from orbit, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna brandish their It's gonna be like the Predator with the skull and the spinal column. I'm gonna come back with like a whole like armful of them.
I love that.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Happy hunting, sir.
If you don't, I'm gonna be disappointed now. So...
Seriously.
I'll try to come back. It just depends. Like
watch it be like a freaking squirrel skull. It's like, hey, I found it.
Somebody's dragging my name into it, which is why they're bringing it to my attention. Otherwise, I would be.
Of course, someone's dragging your name into it, or else you wouldn't get involved.
Wait, I thought your name was Luis, not Jesus.
I fucking will kill you.
The second coming.
I'll be back and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit if I can.
All right, buddy.
I'll give y'all a brief status update at the end on how it goes.
Bye.
Take
See
care.
you later, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Much luck to you, sir.
So we're gonna go ahead and go with Faye, and then we're gonna do.
You've gone
everybody's
completely
out
out
of
of
order
order.
now, and I don't like it.
Seriously.
I know. Okay, so here's how we'll do it. We'll do Faye,
Put me
Pat,
last
and then
because
Lewis.
it's grammatically correct.
No.
There we go.
Faye, Pat, Lewis. On the
There
movie
we go.
update.
What's the question?
So, Faye, how was your week?
My week has been consisting of attempting to hear back from jobs because one county is still doing a background check on me but has yet to call any of my references. And then the airport just has my application on hold for whatever reason. So it's lovely.
That's what you get for having camouflage as your background.
Okay then.
Damn! Damn, Ellie! Damn, Ellie! That's today. Holy shit! What the fuck? Yes, ma'am! Holy fuck!
Wow.
Love you, Faye.
This is what you get, 2 shots in. That's what you get.
Damn. All right.
Professionals at work here.
Yes, very much so. All right.
I want it on the record. I have never identified as such.
This
This is also
I
true.
thought you were using the royal we.
Yeah, the royal.
The royal.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I said yes, ma'am. You know?
All right. So, Pat, sorry, Faye, do you have anything else that you need to add, or is that's it? Okay,
That's
fantastic. All right. So, Pat, buddy, how was your week? Other than the fact that you had to go to an ER.
I've had a very successful week of producing Let's Plays.
Producing Let's Plays.
Hey!
Yeah. Hey,
Nice, dude.
congratulations, man.
Hell yeah.
Good shit.
It's literally just videos that I recorded and then uploaded with no context. That's all I did.
Dude,
I mean,
hey,
that
you
is
know,
great.
I'm not
That's
gonna lie.
kind.
Look,
That sounds like
That's
a
fine.
perfect upload.
TikTok is a thing. Only 5 seconds of span now for people. Dude, whatever works, works.
Dude, it's not that long. I promise you, it's like easily like at least 2 times longer than that. I refuse to do math.
What? Well, I mean, dude,
That's okay.
you know, whatever you
It's
get.
okay.
Other than the Let's Play thing, fucking school. I hate English so much. Because
Everybody
English
does.
is hard. English is hard.
who the fuck in their right mind just
Yes, it be.
You know what? I'm gonna write a research
Fuck.
paper
Fuck.
on
Yeah,
sorry, in
dude.
APA format. I hate myself. Yeah. Who the fuck?
Why the fuck do I hate English and who invented it?
There you go. That's the title. Why the
I think we can logically blame the Brits for that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Actually, to be fair,
Just
you
do
can
this
actually
one
blame
kid
the
did.
I blame the
Germans.
Chinese.
You can blame the Germans on this.
No, I blame our Chinese overlords. Sorry.
just pass the bucket.
All
I
right.
think this
so-
one kid said, made a paper about his favorite superhero, and he just copied and pasted "I am Groot" for like 2 papers, and he got an A.
That is awesome.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's great.
I do
That
love
is a professor with a fucking sense of humor.
Yeah, you go. Yeah. Hey,
Fucking
I'd give
power
it an A.
move.
I'd be like, hey, yo, dude, you put
Quality
actual effort
fucking
into this.
move.
That you put actual effort into this. That's fantastic. I love that. But yeah, all right. So Lewis, I gotta ask, how's your week, buddy?
Working as
Working.
usual. Finally, all I can say is I'm working.
Hey, I'm actually starting to see some muscle tone instead of just skin with skeletons.
Okay, listen here, sir. Listen here, you motherfucker. I will kick your ass.
Sir. Gross.
Well, okay, look at it this way. You got to grow one way instead of growing up, you know?
That's good. That's good.
Damn, man.
Oh, this poor little
But
5
no, in all
Just
seriousness,
going-
Lewis, you are actually. I'm starting to see some muscle tone. So good job.
Yeah,
There we go.
I've been being healthy, so that's good. I got a good opportunity here, so making the most out of this trip. Besides, right now, relaxation.
Hey,
getting to know
How
some
goes
people
it
here.
with my cigars?
I still gotta ask because
Eh?
it's been busy. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I
For
still
those of
gotta
you that
ask.
would like to know the true story, I paid to send his ass down to go get me some
Oh, right.
fucking suits.
Oh, so it's your fault he's down
That's-
there.
Yes. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
That's different.
No, it's not.
So
For future
Christian
reference, I'm
ruined.
fine. I'm okay. I'm in a safe area, so
Blink
don't
twice.
spread the wrong. Don't
Blink tw-
don't spread the wrong information.
Blink twice if they're holding you hostage.
No, they're not. Surprisingly.
So what I'm hearing is Christian ruined D&D night to send Lewis down to Cuba to get him cigars.
Seriously.
Basically.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Basically.
Right,
Welcome.
right at
I
the
did this all
right at the
secretly to
worst
get my own
point for
D&D
his
session
pause.
hero. I did this purposely to get my own D&D session going so Lewis could stay the fuck out of it. No, I'm kidding.
Right at the worst place for a hiatus, too. Come on.
I do have an update for that, so I can get it over with. As soon as I'm done with this job, hopefully, I will let y'all guys know, and I will take 2 weeks off before I go back to my other job, and we will have some D&D sessions and some surprises planned. So I'm excited.
Finally.
Sounds like a plan.
Someone's gonna die.
So
Yeah.
I noticed
Yeah,
that we
probably
lost
Joe.
Jason.
I keep-
It's gonna be
I
Joe.
I keep tempting fate over here. I fucking told off a mafia boss.
Yeah,
Okay,
you did.
to be fair, I have a feeling it's either going to be me or it's probably going to be Joe.
Probably Joe.
Probably Joe.
And if you haven't watched
Who's Joe?
haven't watched our D&D, go watch that. Our Ditses and Dumbasses.
You'll suck on these nuts. Anyway,
Hold on, we still gotta edit the other episodes. What the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, we still gotta edit the last
Hey, if they haven't watched the first 2 yet, they need to go watch that to understand.
Yes, if you haven't watched sessions 0 and 1. All right. So,
Okay, Christian, real quick. If you're gonna keep rearranging, just put me where I belong and right underneath Inara.
now I literally have Inara, Allie, and Faye all in the center.
Exactly.
Oh, this is probably.
I know my fucking place.
What you're saying is you belong at the very bottom. You're saying
My
you
queen
need to belong at the bottom.
has spoken.
Oh.
My queen has spoken.
See, then it's a debate on as far as who's on top of me here. So I'm not getting involved in this.
Okay, to be fair, Inara always gave me top 5. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so if you guys are ready, we're gonna go ahead and go into now showing.
Ow!
Yeah. All right, so for now showing this week we have dead silence for one, and then secondly we also have the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special as well as Netflix's Wednesday TV show based off of the Addams Family, and I have yet to see either of these. So whoever would like to talk about these is more than welcome to. I've got to go feed a cat. So I'll be right back.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, I see how it is. Abandoning us to the chaos.
Yes.
As if we aren't the chaos.
Fucker.
True.
Yeah.
It depends on how much I've had to drink. Actually, no, it doesn't. Let's be honest.
No, it doesn't.
No, it
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't, Allie.
Fuck told you
After the
that.
track that you're
Stop
going
guessing.
on right now.
Okay, so I couldn't hear a word Christian was saying while that video was playing, so can somebody tell me a word?
So the now showing is the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special and the show Wednesday, which is an Addams Family show.
Ah, Wednesday. I'm excited.
So
Wednesday is actually really good.
Yeah?
I haven't watched it yet.
It's
I'll probably watch it.
good. Honestly, it's not like it's exactly how you saw it as a trailer. They have because I'm still on episode 1. It's very long, which I'm surprised that it's very long. So I can see. I think that's my only concern about it, just a little bit, that it might be too long for people who, at this point, don't have short attention spans. But no, I'm enjoying
I'm sorry. Are you talking about my people here?
No, because I'm also part of that group, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm also part of that group.
So with
Anyways.
Why does Faye sound like she's underwater?
Yeah.
God damn.
It's called phone quality.
Ah, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah. But anyways, no, I've enjoyed it. I highly recommend it for anybody who's an Addams Family fan. It's very dark and it's very the tones and everything, the sets. The people who are also in the cast, it's brilliant. They've done an amazing job. So.
I will agree with that completely. With the cast, I have seen some backlash on both Morticia and Gomez, just because a lot of people want to play it off as the one that they've seen mostly. I think it's the one that was made in the 90s.
Yeah.
You're talking about the one with Raul Julia and Angelica Houston. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, with Christina Ricci as well.
Well,
and our Lord and Savior Christopher Lloyd.
So there were rumors flying around that Miss Ritchie herself would take on the role of Morticia at some point for some project.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that too.
Which would have been great. What we have now is Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia.
Is not a bad fucking replacement.
I'm not saying it is. I haven't
It
seen
really
it, so
is.
I cannot offer judgment. I am just stating what I am aware of.
She does fit the role very well. I will say that.
The only
From
one that I
all
was
the
kind of
scenes that
like
I've seen.
hesitant towards was who they got to play Gomez. I like the actor, but I don't see Gomez. I just see the actor.
Well, and to be fair, Gomez is a difficult role to play.
I still think
When
Oscar
com-
Isaac in live action would have been fantastic.
I mean, the person who plays Gomez does at least do it justice. He's not like, I wouldn't say like he does like a fantastic job, but I will say he does what
Well,
is
let's all be
needed for the
perfectly
character.
honest. Nobody can beat Raul Julia.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Duh.
Well, and let's be honest here. Those two cemented the ideal relationship goals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, high peak
Oh,
of like
yeah.
just like in general of like acting in itself, especially with those characters.
Inara, I'm
What?
going to say this once. If you're going to be dying on camera, please do so quietly.
No.
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 If I was going to die on camera, I want to be able to mourn it. Damn it.
You'll just see her disappear off camera. You'll see him suddenly get up, and then it's just probably
Right,
gonna stop
you weren't here for the conversation.
Yeah, because
you weren't
this
here for
is
the conversation
Marvel.
about attention span.
I think we've had enough dying for this month.
That's fair.
As Allie views right into the camera.
Oh, you didn't even see me just.
Projectile vomit.
Yeah, this is what happens when I get 6 shots in.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
God, you're
already,
6
damn.
shot in? Fuck.
She's about to get a 7th one soon.
Yeah,
Someone doesn't stop her.
Okay, I want on the record, I do have water.
That is also
Good.
I am being responsible.
Smart.
At
Okay.
least she has water. That's,
Somewhat,
good
slightly
thing.
responsible.
He is nothing
Have
if
we
not
talked about
responsible.
the Guardians of the Galaxy special yet?
We have not brought that up yet. No.
Okay,
No.
so let's wrap up the thoughts on Wednesday so far. I
No.
have yet to see it, but I plan on seeing it.
It is on my list,
thanks.
yes.
Highly
I'll
recommend.
probably just watch a little bit of it tonight, maybe, or tomorrow.
I
Or
might
tomorrow.
watch a little bit of it tonight or tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to try to check out the Guardians of the Galaxy special tonight or tomorrow. For
I'm
sure.
already
I need to do that soon.
With Thanksgiving happily over, yes, I am going to be watching the holiday special.
So, Faye, what were you saying?
I'm already on episode 5 of Wednesday, and I absolutely fucking love it. It's
Patrick.
without saying any spoilers.
Uh,
It's the intensity of a lot of the scenes are there. It is definitely
Yes.
how we think Wednesday should be. She is actually a little bit more toned down than what we've seen in past tellings of the Addams Family.
I mean,
Is that
yeah.
possible?
Yes, it is. Surprisingly.
Yeah,
well, to
she
be
is
also,
more
also
aggressive
to be fair,
on here.
she is a teenager on here, if I'm not mistaken, as well, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Ow, fuck me.
But
Ow.
it makes it so much more funny.
Not if
because
it's
of
going to
how
cause pain,
intense-
Inara.
Aw.
Yeah.
I
It's,
am a gentle person.
she did it very well. So in the few episodes I've seen, and I love the story progression between the characters and how she gets to interact with nearly a good amount of them so far in just these few episodes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm still on the first
Yeah.
one, and she does interact with a lot of characters. So
And it keeps going, and you really have to pay attention as much as you can, especially with 2 of the male main characters. Pay attention to her interaction with both of them and the storyline between it.
I keep hearing something about the guy named Tyler.
There's Tyler, I believe, and then there's Xavier. And that's all I'm going to say without spoiling anything for anybody.
Spoiling.
It's-
So, holiday special.
So, hold on. Before we talk about the holiday special, I have to get into the correct mood here.
of
No.
course he is.
Drunk?
Anyways, well,
So-
while he's doing his thing,
On to
this
the
feels
holiday
like,
special.
Oh,
This
for
feels
fuck's
like
sake.
this feels like a pull from like when they did the Star Wars holiday special thing. So now they're doing it for
Well, to be fair,
Guardians
this
of
is also
Galaxy.
a Marvel special presentation, and it is written and directed by James Gunn. So, I mean, we're still going to get essentially the same same Guardians and everything. And I love the fact that they're bringing in Kevin Bacon, which is a great callback to the first one. I do love that callback.
I'm gonna be honest here. Of all the Marvel franchise, of all the Marvel movie groups to do a holiday special, it would be the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's
The only other people I would suspect
Yeah.
would be Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's it.
Yeah.
Those are the
Yeah, I
only
can
two
100%
groups.
see it's so hilarious.
Yeah. That
If they would have
absolutely
made a
fun.
movie about it already, I think also another one would be Fantastic Four. If there was a movie from MCU.
The only other one I could definitely see would definitely be like Spider-Man, but that would just be
Spider-Man
Cameo
would be-
City.
No, they
That would
make
just be
Yeah,
Cameo
that,
City.
that
would
would
be
be Cameo City. Yeah.
That would be Peter Parker rushing to get the perfect gift for Aunt May.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
well, that would never happen now.
Hush you!
It'd be the Aunt May from
You
a
don't have
different
to bring
universe.
that up, damn it!
Yeah.
You don't have to bring
the
that
only
up.
reason
damn
why I
it.
bring it up, Allie, the only reason why I bring it up is because apparently we finally got the official release, not releases yet, but definitely the official announcement for the releases of the rest of the Funko Pops.
Are we really doing this now?
Yes, for the rest of the Funko Pops for freaking Spider-Man No Way Home. So we're finally going to be getting...
Why are you whipping your shit out, dude?
Because
Not
reasons.
on camera. It's inappropriate. See, even he thinks it's inappropriate. He said, "Quit taking your dick out."
I mean,
I wish...
Let's be honest. I don't like mine.
I am Samurai Lord now, damn it. Anyways,
Professionals, everybody.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely fucking not.
Anyways, so they did say that we are going to... Oh, dear God, he actually brought up the gun. I just realized that.
God damn it.
This is war. Death's under the bed.
This is my boomstick. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
What was the thing from was it
Evil Dead.
Ragnarok?
It's from Evil Dead.
No,
he doesn't. No. You're thinking Full Metal Jacket is this is my rifle.
This
There's
is my
many
gun.
like it, but there's not. But this one's mine.
Anyway,
But this is my boomstick. It's
This
from
is
Evil Dead.
this, and Troy's under the bed.
Anyway,
This is Pete, and Deathbring is under the bed.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seing the holiday special. Anything,
for
sure.
anything Guardians of the Galaxy is worth watching. In my
I do
opinion.
know that he did say after Guardians 3 he is going to officially be done with Marvel. So he's
Just
gonna
sad.
but he's gonna be on DC. So not the saddest news.
I want to see Groot.
I am Groot, yeah. Well, apparently we're actually not going to be getting baby or teenage Groot. We're actually going to be getting Alpha Groot.
Christian, you know where my loyalties lie.
Baby Groot.
Anyways,
We Bobby Groot.
I am Groot.
That would be fun to watch a Groot holiday special.
well,
Yes.
technically you have the Groot animated shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which are pretty good
Yeah, I've watched some of them. They're pretty decent.
for what they are. The one where he's dancing, having a dance battle against the blob.
Fucking
Oh,
love
I
it.
haven't seen that one, but yeah.
It's a thing.
Why are these things?
Anyways, so are you guys ready to go into our first topic for tonight?
No.
No,
Yes.
but go ahead.
What? Oh, we're gonna
We'll
go
figure
ahead.
it out.
Faye said she was gonna do something.
No, the fuck I didn't.
You said I was, and then stopped.
The outrage at being called out for nothing she's claimed.
I haven't said that I'm doing anything.
Yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I expect Gorilla's music with that drawing as soon as possible.
No.
it's a ghost with a mushroom.
Boom, bum,
Gorilla's music as soon as possible.
bum, bum.
Oh no! We're not gonna go with the overplayed one. We're gonna go with Clint Eastwood.
Okay, you know what? I went with the first one that popped in my head. Damn it!
Glad I've got sunshine In a bag, I'm useless.
Man, we cannot
Yes,
keep
we know.
people. We keep losing people here.
I think
Right.
Lewis is
I
having
hate
technical issues.
Yes, Lewis is definitely having to. Granted, that was the whole reason why he said he wasn't originally going to be joining in tonight, anyways.
Anyway, now we're done with now showing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So on to our first topic for the night. There is a heavy possibility of Dread 2 finally going into production by sometime next year because Carl Urban is currently busy with The Boys Season 4.
How long has it been?
It has, Dread came out in 2012. So it has been almost almost 9 years.
My concept of time is getting worse as
I'm sorry. I need you to check your math here. It's been almost a decade.
Hey, I is good at math. It has been over a decade, yes.
Smartest boy.
Yes. I am
Yes,
the
I will
smartest
remember
boy.
you
Lewis,
for
you were
profoundly
having...
good math skills.
Is the smirt.
I'm a
Oh,
smart.
Gallus is trying to join back in.
What?
Okay.
I thought he was going to bed. The fuck are you
Gallus,
doing
I thought
back
you were
here?
going to bed.
What's up?
I thought you were going
Get
to
out
bed.
of here. Go to sleep.
I couldn't go to sleep, so.
Go to
yeah.
sleep.
Fucker.
Go to fucking sleep, damn it.
Oh, come on.
Come in here complaining about a headache and how you need to sleep, and then just pop back in here 20 minutes
Yeah.
later.
Here's what I'll do. I'll just do this. Anyways. Oh, Lewis's connection is finally back on. All right, so hey, Lewis. Now you're good.
I was trying to fix the audio because I couldn't hear y'all.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Ladies and
your
gentlemen, if you
connection
watch
was
this
down.
at double speed, it almost looks like we're bouncing up and down.
Yes, it does. Actually, yes. Anyways, okay, so basically back onto this. I just wanted to bring this up because it is a heavily. I may not talk about it all the time, but I am a huge Carl Urban Dread fan. So I think he's definitely one of the best interpretations of that character.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Stallone did Stallone, but we're just gonna.
No one can argue with that statement.
Yeah. Stallone played Stallone. He just
Stallone.
happened to dress up like Dread. But no, I think Carl
Okay,
Urban did a really
let's
good
be
job.
honest here. That's really what Stallone does. It's not Stallone playing a role. It's Stallone as
It is
Stallone in the
Yeah.
role.
Yes,
With a weird
I
name.
mean, yeah.
primarily, usually starting with John.
I give it about 5 minutes before there's a knock on my door, and I'm going hiding from a old man with muscles.
Old man with muscles. Why?
Have you guys not seen Stallone these days?
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely pretty ripped for a guy his age.
Doing the buff.
Yes. He swears he never took steroids, folks, but I swear to God, you need to check his
Dude,
ass cheeks for
honest-
injection marks.
Honestly, I feel like every celebrity that's like ripped has all done
Hey,
steroids.
Hey,
Arnold
Lewis,
has
At
done
one point in
steroids.
time. At one
Lewis,
point.
get that advertising off the camera.
But all I'm gonna say is
Sponsored by Pop Tarts.
Oh, guys,
Sponsored by Pop Tarts.
Yes. This random Patrick thought brought to you by Pop Tarts.
They keep me going when I feel dead inside.
Dead inside. That's awesome.
So I assume that's just all the time then, right?
But that's what I use rum for.
Now we'll never get that Pop Tart
But anyways,
sponsorship.
Patrick, you were saying that no, I think now we will.
They know their
Better
market.
chance now.
But yeah, Patrick, you were saying
Crazy
about
good.
steroids, if you take steroids.
What?
You were saying something about steroids.
Oh yeah, most people take SARMs
God,
nowadays.
it's
It's not
been
necessarily
in.
steroids, but it is like a testosterone booster. But you can't pop for it on a drug test.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so most people are taking those nowadays. They're practically in almost every like pre-workout, post-workout, fucking protein powder that you can get nowadays. So most people take them without even realizing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the studies on them are rather limited, so we're not entirely sure if they're good for you or not.
And that's,
They
and that's
shrink your
why.
balls.
I mean,
Yeah.
all
They
that
shrink your
shit
junk,
does.
but other than that,
I'm not speaking
yeah.
from experience. I'm speaking from first-hand knowledge. I've seen it happen.
That's
happened in practice
serious,
experience.
sir.
Okay, wait. Let's unpack this right now. You said you've seen it
Okay,
happen. There's a difference
Show of
between
hands
knowing
if
and-
anyone
Oh, wait,
heard
wait, wait.
denial in his voice. Anyone hear denial?
I'm more
You all raise
concerned
your
about
hand.
the I'm more concerned about the wording there, but ladies and
Anyway,
gentlemen.
so
and
back
everything
onto
in between.
Dread 2. Are you guys excited about Carl Urban doing another Dread movie? I think honestly, it's well overdone. It's not overdone. I meant overdue.
Overdue.
Yeah, I think
I will
probably
agree with you, but I wanted on the record didn't watch the first one.
The first one is fantastic. You need to watch the first
I
one.
haven't
First
either.
one's really
very
good.
colorful.
I've seen bits and parts of the first one. What I saw was like, yeah, it could use a sequel. But
Yeah, well, what's crazy is
We'll
they were
see
going to
where it
actually
goes.
have a spin-off show called Dread Mega City 1. It was going to be interesting, and I think it would have been fine, but apparently it never got off the ground. I honestly thought Netflix was going to pick it up because I remember I looked into it. I was like, why isn't there a Dread 2? The main reason why is usually when that movie came out, the only other Dread movie there was the Stallone one, and a lot of people either didn't know about it, so it became a box office flop, but it gained a cult following. So it's just one of those things where it's like it's a really well done movie. It's got, I would say it has over stylized violence, but I would say honestly it kind of fits because what they do is they have a drug called slow mo, so it does use a lot of slow mo, but it's usually the contrast goes up tremendously. It goes up
it's
super
very
high.
saturated too.
It's very
pretty.
saturated. It is a very pretty movie.
I will say if you haven't seen it yet, and you like action films, it's right up your fucking alley.
Oh yeah,
it's almost like basically like the Tarantino movies, kind of. Not like too close, but like
I would say on the level
it does
of
have
violence,
a comical
yes.
amount of blood. It does have a comical amount of blood.
It does have a comical amount of blood. I will agree. I do agree with that.
Bleed this much?
Question.
Yeah.
At what point does it go for? At one point, where is the line between comical and way too fucking much?
Comical is way
the
too
original
fucking much.
Scream versus Evil Dead.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Nice scale there.
Yeah,
that's a good scale.
Scream is tasteful amount of gore, whereas any other slasher movie is a shitload of gore. So
yeah.
The bloodiest films I can think of are Evil Dead, honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Literally.
But anyway, so
I
any
can't
more
think of any at
thoughts,
the moment.
comments, concerns about the next Dread movie? No. Anyway, so back to our sponsored by Pop-Tarts
Who
episode.
sounds like they're eating in Minecraft?
No,
I'm hearing,
but
I
It's
did
probably
hear
somebody
those
clicking on a mic.
names.
Or-
not yet.
Keys.
Oh, damn it, Lewis.
What, me?
Yeah, I think it's you.
It's your tapping
Whoever's
heavy.
typing. Oh, it might be Pat's roommate
Typing.
typing. He has a
Yeah,
mechanical
I'm not
keyboard.
typing.
Hey, Pat, here's what I need you to do. I need you to tell your roommate, clickety clackety, go smoke some fucking crackety.
I'll be sure to do that.
All right.
Oh no!
I thought you were just gonna tell him to kill him, so much more tame.
Whoa,
No, it's what I told
whoa.
Seth all the time whenever he would like be on his mechanical keyboard.
Clicking, clacking. I like silent keyboards, honestly.
Silent keyboards
Yeah.
are the way to go. But I like mechanical keyboards, they're just annoying as shit.
Same. I'll just do this.
Is there a way you can go?
The only time you should hear clickety clackety is when you get a
Don't you
new
be flipping me
controller.
off, Faye. I know you're the cause behind my frustration right now.
Anyways, on to our next topic for the night. So we actually also speaking of Scream, we do have our first official images of the new Scream movie, and that one that we just showed is actually under a little bit of controversy, which is stupid. But apparently, some Scream fans are not they're not happy that we're seeing Ghostface in full costume with a shotgun. However, in every fucking Scream movie, when they're not wearing the Ghostface mask, they have a fucking gun.
Well, and let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Autistic.
At some point or other, every slasher fic has had the killer branch out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These people
Throwing
can get fucked.
throwing a fit just because the killer isn't wielding the classic weapon is splitting hairs over the dumbest of reasons.
Okay, to be fair though, I will say this: if I don't see Jason with a machete, or if I don't see Freddy with his finger gloves, or Leatherface with a chainsaw, I would be upset. However,
we don't have
when
to
it's a
constantly
fucking
have it.
knife, when it's a fucking knife, It's like, okay, cool. It's an iconic knife. I'll give you that. However, I don't care. Ghostface should have more creative kills.
Yeah, I mean,
So here's the difference between
if they start
Ghostface and
out with the weapon, if they
Hold on.
start out with the iconic,
Yeah.
Hold on.
then go.
Ali has
Here's the difference between Ghostface and your examples. Your examples have a supernatural theme to them.
except
for
for
the
Leatherface, but go ahead.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Ghostface is a regular ass person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
is
in
also
fact, correct me if I'm wrong, multiple regular ass
Each
person
movie,
people.
yes, it is usually a different person. So,
Yeah, I remember
or
in Hot
person
Fuzz,
or-
there was multiple.
So
screens.
it would make sense for the weaponry to change for a different person.
Hot
Weapons
Fuzz,
vary
the
from
unofficial Scream sequel that we never thought we would get.
oh yeah, I love Hot Fuzz. It's a
For the
fucking
greater
classic.
good.
The
Come
greatest
in.
good.
That movie was amazing.
I love that movie.
God.
It's like, did you say any awesome quips? It's like, no, but I did say playtime is over. Off the fucking chain!
You're off the fucking chain! I love the memes that came out of
God,
that.
I need to see that again.
When your family member from the basement finally escapes and gets off the chains, you're off the fucking chain!
Him and the lady from the inn just coming at each other with
That movie's amazing.
I love
really
that movie.
is.
I still think
that
it's
movie.
Edgar
Fuzz
Wright,
was
some of
great.
Edgar Wright's best work. I would say best editing would be Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Mm.
No,
Scream.
Baby Driver.
Scream. We were
No.
talking about
Anyways, back onto
Scream.
Scream. Back onto
Anyways.
Scream. So, my next question is, how do you guys feel about the Scream 6, especially with the last one that did just come out? I personally enjoyed the last one. It was honestly a breath of fresh air for me. But what did you guys think?
To be honest, I feel like Scream is just so overplayed now. I haven't even seen the last like 3 of them just because I'm so tired of it.
Same.
Scream 3
Hey.
is meh. Scream 4 is getting a resurgence lately because it's actually not terrible. It just looks weird. And then Scream 5 is actually one of the best ones we've had since Scream 2. Even though they just call it Scream. Like Scream 2
I
is
want
great.
a new horror icon. I really want them to.
If you want a new
somehow
horror
figure-
icon, go fucking watch Terrifier 2.
No,
That's not
fucking
true though.
statement.
No.
Terrifier? That
He's
is a
talking
horror
about
icon.
that's
Yeah,
not
I know,
new,
but
though.
like,
he's
new,
talking about
like,
a brand new one.
Oh,
Yeah, brand,
like
like,
a
there's
like
only so
one
many
one
ways you
that's
can do it.
one that's gonna
Lewis?
get close to like everything else.
Lewis, the problem with that is it takes so much work to make a new horror icon that
Mhm.
True.
trying to achieve it is damn near impossible these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what he's saying though, and
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
literally
kind of
everything would
I'm
end up
kind of
being a
on the
parody
same
of something
boat.
that was on.
I'm
fucking
kind of on the
Criminal
same boat of it, but
So there is a saying that I particularly enjoy. It's one that I take deeply to heart as a writer. There is nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
That is true.
Mhm.
I mean, the thing is, it's like if they tried to make a new Killer Clown, they're just gonna be like, oh well, it's it. Or they're just gonna keep on. Everybody just keep on like stacking or comparing things to other things. So it's like.
Like the closest thing I think we've gotten to a new horror icon would be from Black Phone.
Yeah, but they
True,
that is a
but-
one and done kind of horror movie. There really is no way
Precisely.
of bringing him back.
Precisely.
Yeah,
Hence why she said closest.
that is true.
Not
I would say that is
actual.
close. But the other problem I have with Black Phone is the grabber is not on screen enough, in my opinion, to become like a horror icon. Other than the iconic mask, there's not really enough screen time to really kind of do it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Freddy Krueger wasn't on screen for the vast majority of the first movie, but they still bring him back because he's a supernatural force. While there are supernatural forces in the Black Phone, the grabber is not a supernatural force, and therefore they kind of one and done it, which I get, but it's just one of those things where it's like I do agree that there aren't enough newer horror franchise unless you want to talk about the remakes that have been going on for a while, and actually that kind of is a good segue into a topic I forgot to mention, so that we are going to talk about it. We have not one, but 2 new child icon horror movies coming out. So
Beware, audience, we're off the script.
We are.
Oh,
We're going
no.
off script. So we have The Grinch Who Killed Christmas, which I
The
love that
fuck?
title. I love that
Interesting.
title. And of course, we're also going to be getting a Bambi horror movie.
Oh, that was a real
Why?
thing?
Yeah.
That's a real
I thought
thing.
that was a
Two
joke.
things.
That was not a joke.
Two things.
You wish.
I feel like these horror remakes are just because a lot of these are coming into the public domain.
Correct.
And
Yes.
2, wasn't Bambi already a horror movie? If you
I
ask
mean,
Stephen
pretty
King?
much.
Yeah,
you
it's a
only
dark
watch
Disney film.
5 minutes,
It's
yeah.
not the darkest Disney film. It just has a really dark moment. That's it.
No. Stephen King has gone on record as saying that Bambi is one of the movies he puts on the shelves that his kids are not allowed to touch.
Really?
Stephen fucking King.
Yeah, that's
To be fair, this is also the guy that wrote and directed Maximum Overdrive. Let's be perfectly honest. What he deems as scary doesn't always mean it's scary.
Okay, I know I talk about this every time Stephen King is brought up. I'm going to bring it up again. Do you know what he does every time he goes to write a new book?
He gets off his meds.
He goes off his fucking meds.
And in the 80s, he was coked out of his mind. Oh, you think I'm joking? No, he literally said I was coked out of my mind through majority of the 80s.
This is the man that we
I mean-
regard as the horror story master these days.
Oh, yeah, drugs will do that.
I mean, that's the same thing as like, what's his name? I'm trying to remember this one artist,
Who's
pop artist.
his name now?
The
Ziggy
I can't feel
Stardust.
my face without you.
The Weeknd?
Yeah, The Weeknd. He was talking about how like he can't write anymore without having like line of cocaine.
But
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like making the Grinch into a horror movie is just easy
I
pickings.
can't.
Yeah,
I will say
exactly.
That is like
It's funny that we
easy.
actually brought that up. It's actually really funny. So when I was going Black Friday shopping with my brother's soon to be wife,
So his
I
fiancé.
brought it up. Yeah. Semantics. Anyway, we were just like, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw it and I'm like, why is this? And we started talking about it. So my theory is this is a few years after the first movie of him being happy-go-lucky. Grinch just finally snaps and he's like, you know what?
Really bring
Fuck
them out
these
again?
who's.
Wasn't really
I'm
bringing
gonna
this
kill them all. That's how I.
It's
That's how I
very
feel like
dog.
They're going to be doing who's. I think they're just going to be doing flat out
Humans.
It-
regular ass people.
See, here's
Because
my
makeup
thing.
is expensive.
See, here's my thing. You don't even need to make it a sequel. Just tell the first movie from the point of view of a Who kid who just ran into him.
I mean, yeah, that's not wrong, or any of the adults too.
Personally, I think if they're not giving him a bunch of Mac 10s, that they're missing out on something.
Ah!
But that's just me.
The Grinch comes out with a Glock.
The Grinch literally comes on screen for 5 seconds and only says, "That's it. You get the Glock and balls."
Patrick, are you trying to tell us that you're going to be the new Grinch?
Maybe.
But no, I
He's
honestly
under
feel like
NDA, folks. We can't say
Wait,
anymore.
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't-
think
Open
you
your
could get
mouth
him
anymore.
just
I'm
to
gonna
go
shove
for
coal
the...
so far up your stocking you'll be coughing up diamonds.
But no, I honestly feel like, in all honesty, both these movies are easy pickings for horror movies.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
They are.
you-
They are.
you take a particular aspect from both of them and magnify it, and you've got an easy horror movie.
I will say Winnie the Pooh was out of nowhere. I
True.
will say that one
I
was.
think-
Because
It
it
is
was
out of
really
nowhere.
the public domain. That's really what it was.
I think that spurred it, honestly, for them to be like, oh, well, if this could be a horror movie that wouldn't do shit, then why don't we just do all of them?
Well, and the other thing too is I don't think they realize, because I remember it was big news that version of Winnie the Pooh was going into public domain. Now the Disney version is still under copyright law. Like you can't exactly make it look like. That.
Yeah.
The actual
So
design.
that's
yeah.
why Piglet looks like a wild hog, instead of that.
Well, I mean, this is Disney we're talking about. They they invented manipulating copyright.
This is
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
true. Disney is the reason why public domain is as dead as it usually is. But that being said, so Blood and Honey is definitely still a low budget horror movie, but I think it's the real reason why it's getting as much attraction as it has been is because, well, who the fuck would think to turn Winnie the Pooh into a horror movie? So it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, cool. So that's a crazy idea that it's getting a lot of traction, and now they're like, well, hey, if that gets a lot of traction, then we could put
Let's try all the other
little
crazy
to no
ideas.
money into who else is a public domain character that we can turn into a horror icon. There's going to be a Peter Pan horror movie at some point too. That's in the
I
works
mean-
right now.
Okay.
To be fair though, that one makes complete sense.
Again,
I mean, isn't
that
there a
was
book
the
about
special-
him being
You-
horrible?
okay, hold on. I have an idea for this already. You tell it from the point of view of the parents who are talking about their missing children.
Oh, so the Liam Neeson skit from Robot Chicken.
Bingo. That is your Peter Pan horror movie. You don't show them at
Yeah,
all.
Liam
It's just a bunch of missing persons reports.
I will find you.
So as long as Liam Neeson's in the movie, we'll all go watch it, right?
Yes,
Is that what I'm understanding?
absolutely. And Liam Neeson is about as nuts as he should come, and I think he'll do it.
And also make sure that Peter Pan's design is exactly like the Chip and Dale movie.
Whoever takes that idea and runs with it, you can find me easily online. I want a cut of the profits. God damn it!
I want my royalties, damn it!
I mean, we were talking about the China overlords earlier.
That would be Patrick.
The FBI is watching it somewhere.
Oh, I mean, my NSA agent's always watching.
We're not
Hi, Bob.
Tapping in.
Did you give him a name?
What, you don't?
No. No, I don't.
He won't tell me. He won't tell me his name, so I gave him the most generic name he had. I could, Bob.
It's Juan. It's not Juan.
Fair.
Speaking of Bob's, thank you for the segue. On to our next topic. Bob Iger is now replacing Bob Chapek as Disney's CEO.
Oh wow, that was a really appropriate segue, actually.
Seriously.
That was pretty fucking good.
He said.
That was totally scripted, everyone.
Yes, absolutely.
We know what we're doing.
Do we?
Oh, he's gonna make
I'm
things so
I
much
am not
worse
actually
now.
7 shots in. We're gonna go 8.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no, Allie, no.
I have
Again,
not claimed.
again, I am drinking water with these.
Okay.
I am fine.
Please drink responsibly.
Please
Famous last words.
Take one more shot. I slide my neck.
No, no. The famous last words are "Hold my beer and watch this."
Allie, you take one more shot. I slide my neck that way.
Okay, have fun.
Are you really gonna put that on me? Are
Bottoms
you
up,
really gonna
bottoms
put that
up.
on me, you
Alex,
motherfucker?
Allie,
I'm
let's
pulling
go.
a
Bottoms
true,
up.
devout Christian, and I'm gonna guilt trip the fuck out of
We're
you.
gonna see.
You do it, I do it, damn it!
Ow!
We're gonna get canceled for this.
Put it down. Put it down.
We're gonna get canceled for this. I swear.
Yeah.
Honestly, you have to be famous in order to get canceled, so we're
Seriously.
good.
Fair.
So
In all honesty, we're a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah. So Faye was
Yeah.
saying something?
Excuse me.
Ooh.
Oh.
Speak for yourself.
I mean, generally I do, especially with that last sentence. We're a bunch of nobodies.
Royal we. Choose whether or not you include yourself in there.
Sure, royal we. Let's go with that.
Because Allie's a queen.
Yes, my queen. My queen.
Only
Every
on days that end in Y.
All right. So on to so actually, speaking of which, getting back on topic.
Yes,
So how do
please.
you guys feel about Bob Iger coming back?
I
I'm
feel like
not
he's gonna
exactly
screw up.
excited. He
I
was
feel
the
So,
reason
from
why I was going down.
From what I understand, your biggest issue is it's just as there's a bunch of payoff coming from,
Yes, because
as you
Bob
call
Iger-
him, Egghead. I feel like Principal Krupp would be a better moniker for him.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It's a random reference, and that's a deep dive. But Jesus Christ,
It is, but goddamn it, it's
That is a
there.
good
Goddamn
one. You
it.
gotta admit, it's a fucking good one.
I will agree. But
Accurate.
yes, so I would definitely say I think that Bob Chapek was actually about to have a lot of his stuff pay off. But of course, as soon as it was about to, like within like a few weeks, because a lot of his decisions were about to change Disney, the board of directors decided to say, "Oh yeah, Bob Chapek's fired. We're bringing back Bob Iger," and it's like,
I mean, does that shock
shit.
anyone? They like sticking with their traditions, and Bob Iger did great for the company.
Yes, but he
no
also
matter how
was
much you
starting
hate
to
it,
run
you
into
can't
the ground.
They're switching a Bob for a Bob.
True.
Yeah, like
The
say what
main
you want
reason a
about
lot
the
of
guy,
people
but he did
like
make good
the
decisions
man.
for the company itself.
Yeah, I mean, the other person coming in, the reason why a lot of people didn't like his decisions, how he handled with the fast passes and stuff. So that shit might also change too.
That is also true. This is slicing the shit out of my hand. I think I'm
God
holding this
damn it.
very well.
Christian, stop.
There is a hilt for a reason, goddammit!
You thought he knew that?
I'm drunk and
Oh,
I'm
you mean this thing? I thought this was like to hold your teeth on. I don't know.
I'm
It's the Quincy.
okay, Zorro. God, do you realize how much jaw strength he needs to have to wield that properly?
Oh God, no.
Anyways.
Now let me hit it.
Oh no, you're gonna break my fucking teeth.
I'm
Jesus.
so glad that I cannot see Christian's camera on my side because the live is currently over his camera because I'm on my phone. So I'm so glad I cannot see the idiotness that is happening.
Anyway, back to the Disney shit.
Yeah.
Yes. So, how do you guys feel about this? I personally think that Bob Iger is going to run it further into the ground because he really was. He was starting to do that on like the entertainment side of things, which is what I primarily see Disney as. I get it; they got to make their money, but Jesus
Come
Christ!
on, cite your sources.
Wait,
what
hold
do you
on.
mean? Give us
Hold
specifics.
on. They have other things besides entertainment,
Yeah.
Theme parks,
which are
And also
entertainment.
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 and merchandise. There's a difference.
Okay,
between
I'll give you that one.
media entertainment and
I will
theme
give you
park
the merchandise, but it's all outside the merchandise. It's all
It's
entertainment.
all entertainment.
Yeah.
It all boils down to one thing, people: money. That's all it
Bingo.
boils down to. Money.
Because money makes the mouse happy.
God, the mouse is a capitalistic fuck.
I'll make sure that you never stay at Disneyland again.
I am waiting on the knock on my door, you mouse lawyers.
You mouse fuck.
We all know who you answer to.
The almighty dollar.
No, Christian, really though, I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
Only,
What do you?
only as long as that dollar has the mouse ears on it.
So Bob Iger has stated that he likes to specifically lean towards one area of who he wants to. I'm trying to stay as apolitical as possible with this. One area that he primarily wants to provide entertainment for and wants to appeal towards, which is not the vast majority of the market. And the other problem is well, yes, I know that he made the deal that got them not only Star Wars, got them Marvel, got them fucking 20th Century Fox. I get that. However, it's a lot more. There's a difference between being able to get studios than basically going from that. So I think that Bob Chapek was trying to appeal to everybody, whereas Bob Iger was trying to appeal to one particular demographic.
Well, I also
Counter argument. We have seen, and again, trying to stay as apolitical as possible, how the general populace has reacted to things that they don't agree with. If he decides to go the route he has before, and the populace decides no, they don't want this, it won't be long before they make their reactions known, which Disney is going to react to because, again, the money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
are a
disagree.
machine at this point. Honestly,
if the-
I don't think it's a bad decision. I think that, I mean, obviously the next few months will be telling, but no, I think he did a lot that was good for the company itself, regardless of the people that were trying to be
aspects.
entertained, and
Yeah.
that would be why they brought him back, because
I
money.
think it might be time for a change of subject. We're really
Mhm.
dancing on that political line.
We are,
Yeah.
but Lewis has one
I-
thought that he wants to put in.
I was gonna say that if this is my theory of like bringing my tinfoil hat, if it gets to a point to where the public does not want him, do you think they'll have at least another person to automatically just
Oh yeah,
basically
hell
sweep
yeah.
him under the bus?
Oh yeah, no.
least,
Disney,
at the very
Disney has
least,
like
they'll
a
bring
whole
in
line
the
of
last
people
Bob.
for CEO. Yeah, I don't think they'll bring back Bob Chapek because he apparently pissed off. It wasn't that he stepped down; it was the board of directors fired his ass.
Yeah,
I
he
say-
pissed off a
So
lot
no,
of
he
people.
will not come back.
I say
will
at
not
the
bring
very least.
Not even
Like-
at the very least. I think they'd
like,
much rather
if-
go for a random unknown person.
Okay, whatever. Moving on. Bitch, don't make me draw this a third time!
Yo, would you put the sharps down? Y'all are fucking
Actually, this is
stupid.
dull. Thank you very much. It's dull
Oh,
like
that
my
makes
brain.
it worse.
I am drunk and this is dangerous for me right now.
Jesus Christ, Ali, put it down.
Don't
We do
dare
not
yell.
need
Still
to call-
sheathed. Still sheathed.
Okay.
All right,
Allie,
ladies.
put it down.
We do
Christian.
not need.
Dad.
We do not need to call emergency services.
I mean, I will.
I mean, cauterization is easy.
That is correct.
Yes.
And you do have alcohol right there.
Anyways,
shot.
on to our next topic. Our
Yes,
next topic
please.
is we have our first official trailer, full-length trailer for Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, and I think it looks good. I love the stop motion. Now, as for that being said, why the fuck there is a giant random ass monkey? I have no clue. I really
Neither do
don't
I.
know.
Neither do I.
Especially for a monkey that
There's
looks like
the-
my
I have-
decrepit ass when I wake up in the morning. I really don't know.
In everything I've seen about this movie, there is no explanation for it.
Really?
Monkey.
Is the monkey replacing the cat? Is that what it is, or is that like a Disney thing? Because I've never read the original.
I don't.
Well,
I don't know,
I'm
I
wondering
think-
if it's replacing Jiminy.
No, Jiminy still.
No,
has it.
Jiminy was on.
Is he?
On
Okay.
the,
He's played
on
by
his
Ewan
shoulder.
McGregor. He's played by Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, Ewan
Good
McGregor.
choice.
Yes,
I'm
it's a really good
wondering.
choice.
I'm wondering if you're right on this one on the ballpark that they are replacing the cat for a monkey.
Which is so
I think
fucking
okay,
weird.
it is weird, but we're also talking about a very weird person, i.e., our Lord and Savior Guillermo del Toro.
Do
I
not
beg
call him
your
that
fucking
ever
pardon?
fucking again.
Do not ever call him our Lord and Savior.
No.
Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Don't ever call him our
No.
Lord and Savior.
Christian, I remind you, I always have a reply at hand. Before you start drawing that goddamn blade of yours.
Her old reliable.
Fine, done.
Both
3
of
miles
you
away
are
from
weird.
here. I will see you there. Mostly because you have a car that runs better than mine.
At dawn, we duel.
We ride at dawn, bitches. Anyways,
We're going shopping.
get in bed, we're going shopping.
I love how Faye's not even in the camera anymore. Like she's done.
Like I'm
She's
done.
done with our
Done.
shit.
Like I'm done.
Pat has his mic muted and is literally just focused on whatever the hell he's doing.
I told you I'm playing Minecraft.
I'm playing Minecraft on my Christian server.
Oh wait, the real
There'll be
question
no
is,
gosh
are you
darn
playing
swearing in
Minecraft?
my Christian Minecraft server.
But do you have a Minecraft girlfriend though?
Oh.
No.
He has a
Why
Minecraft
would I?
boyfriend. We're not going to get into it.
Yeah, that's after this.
His name is Seth.
Why'd you have to bring him in?
Pinocchio!
When's he gonna come back?
Pinocchio. You get a
Anyways.
summon him. Like
Anyways,
Beetlejuice.
Pinocchio.
How is it I'm 8 shots in and still reining your asses in?
Who?
Because God
We're
hates you and
chaos.
doesn't want
Who
alcohol
asked?
to work. So
I am okay. For the record, I am aware of my standing with Odin. Fuck you for bringing that shit up.
Fuck you, you whore.
Pinocchio.
Odin will see you in Yggdrasil.
He wishes.
Well, it's
Odin will
definitely
see
not
her
going to be
in
Valhalla.
hell. How about that? Odin will see her in hell.
Anyway, before we get into this shit,
Pinocchio.
please.
What do you think about the stop motion? A lot of people hate it. Some people
I
like
think
it.
it's good.
Honestly,
I think it's going to be interesting.
stop motion is a really underappreciated art form when it comes to movies.
It definitely is.
I need another Leica movie, damn it.
Mr. Fantastic Fox 2, please.
Yes.
Yes, please.
I
Coraline.
would feel for that.
Coraline.
Yeah,
Coraline.
that doesn't really need a sequel, honestly.
I'm not saying it needs
Did
a
it-
sequel. I'm giving it as an example of stop motion done well.
Kubo.
How about the biggest one of all?
What about
Nightmare Before Christmas.
True. Like there are so many examples of stop
Came from
motion
Giant
done
Peach?
really well that people
That's
throwing
another
the
good
fit over this being stop motion is really confusing, to be honest.
Yeah.
It makes
agree
the
with
most sense. I'm surprised
really
we haven't
does.
gotten a
think-
stop motion Pinocchio movie.
I think the reason why a lot of people are bitching a fit that it is stop motion is because look at the technology that we have nowadays. A lot of people feel that, especially younger people, don't get the appeal of stop motion. They never were around
Or
for it.
claymation.
So a lot of the classic movies, claymation, exactly. So they're like,
Well, I
well, we need the technology and blah blah blah. No. I
These
think-
people need to be set down in front of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Actually,
Yeah,
most
and-
young people nowadays don't really get the hype around Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
That's honestly why I think it's as important.
To be fair, though, okay, here's the thing.
I was
Here's the thing.
talking, bitch.
Go ahead.
Excuse you.
Damn. Wow.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Mid fucking sentence. Anyway. No, so I think it's important to introduce this next generation to stop motion that is good, since especially like you were saying, we have this great technology that we can use to make it better, and I will just punch you in the face and take the sword from you. You are not that hard to fight.
Damn. Just might as well at the end of all just grab his underwear and put it on top of his head.
Yeah, Christian, I want on the record, I'm backing that one.
Yeah.
Giving him a wedge.
Inara has my loyalty. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna sit back and eat some popcorn and watch this shit play out.
Well, it's not like there's anything down there to stop the underwear, anyways.
All right.
Wow!
And
Oh,
he comes in with the win.
You know, low hanging fruit, but I mean, I guess she's right. There's probably
no,
nothing
it's
under
not.
there anyway.
That's the point. Oh, and he's gone. I'm the gift in that.
Ha! You thought, bitch! No, I'm kidding.
Let's just continue on then to the next topic.
Oh, yeah. I was totally ready to take over the ship.
Anyway, back onto Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
I don't know how we can continue after that, honestly.
We're gonna push on and move forward. That's what we're gonna do.
Can you, though?
Yes, I can.
I am aware you
Because
think
he's
that.
a little engine that could.
Anyways,
Oh, God.
so
In the
what I was
context
trying
of
to say
that.
before I got interrupted. Oh, I knew that was gonna get everybody to shut up. Anyways,
I'm
Where
just.
you live.
anyways,
I
Nara,
need a
what
moment.
were you trying
I
to
need a minute. I
Ellie's
need a
having-
minute.
She's having a midlife
you
crisis
were
right
trying
now.
Oh, God damn it. I turned 33 on Tuesday. For fuck's sake, don't bring that shit up.
To be fair, I feel like I'm 45, so
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck off.
It's okay, Allie. I'm not too far behind
Right
you.
off.
I'll be 31 in January, so.
I'm aware that I am, if not the oldest, then the second oldest in the chat here.
I think Ark is the oldest.
it's fine.
I'm saying here,
Arcane
Oh,
here.
here, yes, probably.
within the seven of us.
Within 7 notes, yes.
It'd be
Honestly,
Allie, then me.
And then
Allie,
me.
I'll die before you. I have a tracking record at this point.
Only if I stop doing stupid shit.
Also,
Same here.
And it will take something powerful to get me to stop doing stupid shit at this point.
I'm in the same boat.
Well,
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
So Pinocchio.
Nara, you were saying something. Go
Speaking of
ahead.
stupid shit.
Yeah, I was done.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was done. We're good now.
Okay. So what I was trying to say, okay, in my defense, as much as I do adore The Nightmare Before Christmas, the writing is kind of part of the reason why I can see why most young people don't like it, because it is. I'm talking about, like, when I say young people, I mean like 10 and onward. That's what I mean.
Exactly. That's why we need a better example at this point.
That is true.
I mean,
I would
from
say
when I've
Kubo and the
talked
Two
to
Strings is one of the most powerful.
It really is.
from when I talked to a lot of people, it wasn't even just the writing. I think a lot of people that I've talked to before, like from then and now, it's literally like, why is this like old?
They don't see the hype.
Like old. No,
Yeah.
it's more along the lines, why is this old? Or why do I see pencil drawings? Why is it not HD or 3D?
So there's actually an ad for this version of Pinocchio on TikTok where he actually goes through and shows the process of how the stop motion is done.
I've seen that video, yeah.
Which I think is really great for showing the newer audiences who aren't as familiar with it just
how difficult it is.
How difficult it is, and how
it's an incredibly difficult and long-term process.
Yes, it is.
How bringing it to the product that we see is just an amazing process.
Yeah. So I'd like to go kill some children. How about you guys? He brought up that people are like, why does this look so old?
Twist my arm.
I did a claymation for a class project, and it was a pain to try to take all the pictures and then move the actual Play-Doh and then edit everything in all time. It was
it's really complicated because you have to account for each and every minute motion within a particular range of motion. As I give an example, God damn it!
So, Kubo and the Two Strings is actually not only is it a great stop motion animation film, it also It also has a record for the largest stop motion puppet.
Oh wow!
I need to see that again.
You remember the skeleton that they fight?
Yes.
That is actually a 4-foot tall puppet.
Holy shit!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how many takes.
Accurately.
This is what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
There is so much that goes into stop motion, between measuring every little movement to just the expressions that have to be portrayed through every single scene.
Yeah.
It is
Also,
an in-depth and
falling.
detailed process.
If you have leaves falling.
That does not get enough appreciation.
Yeah,
to be
no,
fair,
like
though, I do think it is a little easier with CGI now to do like backgrounds and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I mean, the hardest project I ever worked on was stop motion. It just takes ages, and if you're not paying attention,
you'll mess up the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Box Trolls, for example.
That is an unknown one, but I heard it's actually really good. So
it really is.
Yes, it is. It really
I
is.
haven't watched that one, but I heard it's pretty good.
Like, there is a behind the scenes where they show just how many different faces they had for a single character.
Oh yeah, no. Watch if you ever want to figure out how pain in the ass difficult it is to do a stop motion film and why it takes so long to do it too. Because I think they announced this movie. I think they announced Pinocchio like 4 years ago. But I mean, that's
Something
about
like
how long
that,
it depends on how long the movie is and what all they're gonna do. Because I mean, the thing about stop motion is you really do have to figure out exactly what's gonna happen. It's not like you can do certain stuff on set. You know, like you have to know exactly how it's going to look before you even set up a shot. So
yeah,
it's
the
just one of those things.
storyboarding is extensive.
Well, it's not
It
even
is.
just that of it. It's also like just to make sure that you have enough materials in case something does happen. too.
Exactly.
That's another thing too.
But yeah, watch
But
even the Wallace and Gromit behind the scenes stuff. It's
Wallace and Gromit and Chicken
phenomenal.
Run are my favorite thing.
Oh
Apparently,
yeah.
we are getting a
I wasn't a
sequel.
fan of. I wasn't a fan of Wallace and Gromit very much, but I loved Chicken Run. That was a great
the
movie.
finished
Chicken Run's
product,
great. It's from the same people.
but the finished product, once it comes out,
Love it.
everything when it comes to stop motion, the effort is evident in the final product.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Seamless.
I
Oh, yeah.
agree.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
fully expect the same thing from Pinocchio here.
Oh no,
Totally.
wholeheartedly. Especially because Del Toro. This seems like it's right up Del Toro's alley. Just on
Yeah.
how weird the character is, how kind of weird you can get with the story. Especially, I can't wait to see what they do with Pleasure Island. In stop motion, I think that's gonna be super creepy.
Oh, that's gonna be
yeah.
amazing. That's gonna be creepy and amazing.
Super creepy. I would not be
Yeah.
surprised if this film ends up getting maybe a PG-13 for some like horrifying imagery.
Well,
Also because
especially
it's Del Toro.
Especially since with stop motion, you don't need computer graphics.
You don't.
Yeah.
No.
No, you
I
don't.
would say the only thing that I would see you possibly needing it for, just to save budget and help with time constrictions. And like I said, it would be backgrounds. I would see you using
Mhm.
CGI for backgrounds.
For
Just like
water.
you're trying to have leaves fall and stuff like that. Yeah, or
Everything else, you can just do with, and it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Mhm.
But if you persevere through that pain in the ass and come back through it, the effort you have put in is evident in the final product. And I
wholeheartedly,
I am
Mhm.
looking forward to
I agree.
this version of Pinocchio. Excuse me.
Yeah, I always give mad respect and kudos to all the people who work on just stop motion and claymations, because one small thing and you have to redo almost the whole entire scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God
I
bless
agree.
them.
And it's annoying, especially because you spend so much time setting up the shot, anyways, and you just got to take a picture. Then you got to do like this right
Another
here, just doing
adjustment.
this, just doing that.
Honestly-
That's like
Small
15
adjustment.
shots.
The
Honestly,
simpler
one-
motion.
Yeah, once you get into the rhythm of it, though, it actually goes
It goes smoother, yeah,
shockingly quickly.
yeah,
but
but you know,
it's
it's
still a
just getting
pain.
it set up to right there.
Mhm.
Especially
Yeah.
like I heard like I heard Kubo was particularly hard for Leica because it has such extensive action scenes.
Mhm.
And that was the
Yeah.
biggest
Oh, yeah.
problem, was the action scenes, especially with the puppets and everything else. And
Mhm.
I think they did a phenomenal job, but I'm also not surprised. And I hate the fact that was a financial flop, because it did not do well financially. It was
such a
really
good
well
movie,
received.
though.
It was, but it
What-
was not marketed.
What was
very
it going
well.
against? What was it going up against either way?
Oh shit! I don't even remember what it was going up against, but I think it was also just not marketed enough. That's why it
Probably
was a financial
not.
flop. Yeah.
I mean, I saw it here a few. Yeah, I think that's another thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I only saw it maybe like a few times in the
Yeah.
TV, and that was it. Like they didn't
Well, and
make
that's the thing.
a
Also,
big deal.
the advertising didn't really give you that great of an idea of what it was about, which is fine. But it also was like they weren't showing enough. Yes, I do see you, Power Guido. I don't know who you are, to be perfectly honest. But he's asking how many people, and I mean he can count.
We
But
get 7
we have 7. Yes.
for now.
For now. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's you know, I think Kubo was definitely heavily mismarketed, though I think
really
Netflix is
was.
definitely going to be pushing this movie, especially because they have Guillermo del Toro behind it, and they seem to be doing a lot of Guillermo del Toro projects. I think they have what is the show that he has where he brings in different directors to do different horror and
Cabinet of Curiosities.
Cabinet of Curiosities.
I recently started watching that one.
It's also newer on Netflix too right now.
Yeah, it's one of his latest projects on Netflix.
Mhm.
Even though I do kind of think Netflix is definitely going to crash and burn at some point, I do like that they're
probably.
desperately trying to give creators more and more opportunities.
Mhm.
And the person I feel the worst for that if Netflix does drop is, well, A, I feel bad for Cobra Kai, but B, I feel bad for Zack Snyder. He just got done with Warner Brothers. He's like, nah, fuck you bitches. I'm going to go to fucking Netflix. And then Netflix crashes and burns. And he only has 2 movies.
Bring it all home.
Yeah.
Bring it all home. There is a lot to look forward to with Guillermo del Toro's interpretation of Pinocchio, and I am here for it.
Oh yeah, agreed. It's going to be interesting.
Yep.
Because he definitely has a different way of looking at things, and to see his version of things brought to life in stop motion is going to be interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, his creature creations are still some of my favorites. So
Definitely.
Yeah. For sure.
next topic.
Yes, and actually our last topic before we go into Snowdaquicks. So, our last topic is we have our first official look for MODOK in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and a lot of people are not very happy because it looks more robotic than human. Though, however, I do think that is a mask, and we are going to see a very messed up face underneath.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is the place for MODOK to show up.
Same.
However, with a lot of people suspecting who's going to be playing MODOK, they believe it's going to be the villain from the first Ant-Man movie. And if that is the case, that makes perfect sense why he's showing up in Quantumania.
Which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
However, with with everything about what MODOK is.
Yeah, however, you also got to realize that Kang is probably meddling with a lot of stuff too.
True.
There's a lot of powers at play here.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you just joining, I am 8 shots in of both whiskey and rum. I am doing
Allie's having a
okay.
good day.
She's
Allie
having
is having
a fantastic day.
Happy Alley.
Yeah, happy Alley. But yes, so back on to MODOK. Is there anybody else that has a thought, comment, concern? Like I said, I do think that bringing back Cross is not a bad idea, and making him MODOK is not a terrible one either. I mean, shit, they're bringing back Tim Blake Nelson to be the leader at some point, which is interesting. I'm glad that they're like, yeah, some of our villains suck ass, but if we make him into other villains, maybe they can work. And it's like, okay. Fair enough.
Personally, I don't think that was the best decision. Mind you, I don't have a suggestion that is better.
For the leader?
But
What?
Oh, no, just where to introduce him.
Oh, where to introduce MODOK. Yeah, no, yeah. I don't disagree. I think it's definitely weird, especially with this, like, basically being the number one setup we have for Kang the Conqueror before, I think, Kang Dynasty. Maybe Loki Season 2. So it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, I guess if you're going to introduce somebody, but I also don't think he's going to be a mainstay villain. I think he's just going to be like oh, hey, by the way, I exist. Bye. And just
God, he's going to be a Wonder Woman in Batman vs. Superman.
No.
Kinda, but that was an extended cameo in that one. I would say more akin to what the Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman were in the Batman v Superman movie.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm not aware of many Ant-Man villains.
I don't think MODOK is one.
Precisely.
I don't think he is either.
MODOK is an entity of AIM.
That is true.
And for him to be brought into the Ant-Man series seems kind of weird to me.
Well, this is apparently going to be a very weird movie. So.
That doesn't make it better.
No, but it makes sense.
To be fair,
no, it does fucking not.
I mean, Allie's what she's trying to make sense is like it has to make sense in general for him to even be there in the first place. They're just slapping him
again.
there.
If they're changing the origin around of MODOK to where it is Alex, I think his name is Alex Cross. If they are changing him around to where it is that character from Ant-Man, whenever he got sucked into the quantum realm because Scott messed around with his suit, then that does make the most sense as to why he would be showing up as MODOK.
Yeah.
They got to explain how the fuck he became MODOK.
Yes, and that's where it's going to be iffy. That is where it's going to be the most iffy.
And they haven't exactly been doing great with explaining weird plot devices at this point. They've got
there it is.
That.
Like they are really going to have to go in depth with how Yellow Jacket was that the villain's name?
Yeah,
became
it was
MODOK.
Yellow Jacket. However, Yellow Jacket was also in mantle that was worn by Hank Pym for a long time too.
Fair. But they're really going to have to draw. They're really going to have to draw the connection so that we can make sense of it.
Well, like I said, I think that's the reason why this looks very metallic and robotic. I think that's because it is supposed to be a mask. So it's just one of those things where it's like, Gallows actually brought up a good point. He said they tried to put them back together, but they failed. And I think that's an interesting thought point.
Okay, so the Avengers game, for example, they came up with a good. They came up with an interesting origin for MODOK, where it was the Inhuman gene that was making him into it.
However, they're not doing that with Kamala Khan in the MCU, so therefore, fuck that storyline. I have to ruin Allie's good mood. It's in my DNA.
You're lucky I don't know where you live.
Because she would strangle you!
I know where he lives.
I haven't told you my address. Did Noelle tell you my address?
I never told you it was you.
But I know.
You don't know. No. I don't live there anymore. You know my former address.
I know the new address. Thank you.
You know my new address?
I have many friends.
MODOK is an interesting villain, and if they manage to pull him off in this, more power to them.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. If they pull it off, yay! I don't expect it though.
I swear to God, if he's voiced by Patton Oswalt, I'm going to fucking riot.
Yeah.
It's me, Chris Pratt.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Oh. Another topic for another day.
Okay.
Is that our last topic?
Gallows.
This is our last topic for
He is a unique villain. It's not that he's an okay villain. He is a unique villain, and for that, a lot of people it just kind of glances off them.
Yeah, same.
He is not the kind of villain that everybody's going to understand, just because of who MODOK is.
That is true.
I feel like he deserves a small separate series just to kind of explain everything, because the way that everybody's talking about it, I feel like there's a lot that goes on, especially explaining how he got to that point.
Well, that depends. That depends. If they want to go with how he originates in the comics, absolutely. If they create their own origin story for him, then they're.
And who the fuck knows where that's gonna go?
Yeah.
But MODOK is.
MODOK is MODOK. We're gonna leave it at that. Now.
Yeah,
MODOK. Let's
MODOK
just go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I do agree with Ali. MODOK is a very interesting character. Not the best portrayed, in all honesty. However, I do agree that you do need to get him right, especially if you're going to do your own origin. I do like the idea that maybe... I mean, because Cross was I believe that is his fucking name. Please someone tell me it is not, and I will start calling whatever his name is.
Give me a sec.
Cross, I believe his name was Cross.
See my keyboard right now.
So if I'm not mistaken, his name was Cross. If it would make the most sense, he was kind of going crazy.
Darian Cross.
Yep, Darren Cross.
Yes, there you go, Darian Cross.
And who the fuck's Alex Cross?
Darren Cross.
Darren Cross. Okay, so Darren Cross. Yeah. It would make the most sense because he was already kind of going nuts while in the Yellow Jacket suit, and he was becoming aggressive, and that's one of the most notable things about MODOK is he is 90% of the time aggressive as fuck.
And insane.
So there you go. And then on top of that, you add the fact that he most likely should have died by just...
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
In fairness, MODOK stands for, and I quote, mental organism designed only for killing.
That is true. That is actually what MODOK stands for.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Like
that way
he has a set
real quick. To eliminate
Yeah.
the whole entire world. To
It's
take
Yeah,
over
kinda.
the world,
Like,
Pinky.
take the Daleks, bundle the mentality up, and stick it into one individual.
That is MODOK.
Yeah.
What are we
You
doing
did
now,
not that.
Modoc? Same thing we do always, Pinky. Trying to take over the world.
All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and Pat has
And we
left
lost
us.
Patrick.
We're gonna go ahead and go into Snodacquicks. If you've watched the show long enough, you know exactly what this is. This is basically where we get to either bring up our own topic that we didn't feel was enough to put as a separate topic for the show, or we can bring up a completely random topic as long as it relates to entertainment news, or we can further iterate what we have already talked about either in this episode or episodes prior. So, Inara, I believe you have a Snodacquick.
Who the fuck told you that?
Jesus.
Bitch, have you been communicating with that bastard?
Well, yeah, he's right down there. He's down there.
I have like a half a brain cell right now. You want
You
me
mean
to-
half a power cell?
Thank you.
Yeah, that. Tired. Cannot brain.
Yeah, that's a power cell.
Compute.
Anyway.
It seems like Anara is broken now.
Okay, so Inara is broken. So,
It's okay, I give hugs.
Leon, you shall go ahead
Wait,
and
wait,
give us
put
the first
Allie
news
next to me again.
Seriously, you bet.
I guess it's better.
Close, but not quite. He's...
Well, no, at least we're all.
There we go.
You're next to Inara. Don't give me that look.
We all know where I belong, and it's underneath this one.
At least I'm on top of Lewis. I'm okay with that.
Wait.
I'm a Swiss,
His
so I
name is
mean,
not
it doesn't
Louis
really
while his hair is
matter.
Like that. Hey.
Aren't you
While
both
his hair is
like
like that, his name is no longer Louis. He is Jesus.
I will fucking
Anyway.
murder you, Christian.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Anyway,
Anyway.
we're not gonna get into that because
Not a quick.
We'll
I
talk
will.
later about that. We'll talk later.
I will.
Leon, you had a Snodacquick, I believe.
Yes, and it's not a happy one per se, but we unfortunately lost a very powerful icon over the week, Jason David Frank.
Rest in peace.
My heart. Fuck.
Yeah, November's not been kind to us. First, Kevin Conroy, may he rest in peace as well, and now
Yep.
this icon has carried the Power Rangers franchise for over 30 years.
Not just that, but a lot of stuff like
Oh yeah,
mental
he's
health
done-
awareness,
Oh yeah.
charity
And that's-
work.
And that's the sad thing of how he passed on was he unalived himself. He
did unfortunately commit suicide, yes.
Yeah, which is baffling, but I was talking to Lewis a few days ago about it, and it's like we didn't really know what was going on in his head. We didn't know anything like that. And
They have come out and said one of the reasons, or what they believe some of the reasons why, were not only was his wife divorcing him, apparently his daughter had committed suicide as well.
Which one? Yeah,
one of them.
I
didn't get exact
details.
details.
I didn't know that one. I didn't know that
Yeah.
at all.
I want it on the record with what I'm about to say. I am not belittling what he has been through. I'm not belittling what it took for him to commit this act.
Mm-hmm.
We as a society have become so obsessed with the death of people that even when it comes to old age and natural causes, we are bemoaning everything. Death comes for us all, and it is unfortunate when it comes for those who honestly could have given more. I am sorry that he had to take this step.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's like I don't know. This one, for me personally, it feels different than when we lost Kevin Conroy. I don't know why.
Because
it just
Kevin
hits me
Conroy
differently.
passed from a sickness that he had, and JDR
Jason took
killed
his life. Yeah, and I think another thing too is that everybody grew up, well, not just with both of them, but a lot with the Power Rangers more than ever. And a lot of people like came out as soon as his death was announced that a lot of people were not okay. A lot of Rangers had to tweet out or go on the social medias and other, not just them, but also voice actors who knew Jason as well. Like basically started posting the hotline numbers because people who looked up to him were now saying, well, if
they're not okay,
the White Ranger, if the White Ranger can't fight his demons, how the fuck can I?
Yeah.
Kind of
Well,
deal.
okay. I'm going to say this. For anybody watching this, anybody out there, if at any point you feel like your demons aren't easy to conquer, there are resources out there. There are people you can talk to.
A national hotline now.
You need, if ever you feel like you can't stand up to your demons, talk to somebody. For the love of all the gods, please
do. Yes, agree. Please do. If it's a professional person or friend, like close friends, please go to them.
And I'll
even
say
if you don't,
from personal experience, the hotline works. I didn't call it for myself. I called it for a friend or acquaintance of mine. But it works very well. So I would highly suggest just calling the hotline if you need to, if you have no one else.
Yeah, I agree. It still one of my favorite moments has to be from the not very loved episode of Power Rangers Ninja Steel Dimensions in Danger when Tommy goes through every single version of himself from Dino Black, Zeo Red, Mighty Morphin Green, Mighty Morphin White. I gotta be honest, when I first saw Tommy in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, still to this day the best written 5 episodes of Dragon Super Sentai Dragon Ranger, that's what he's called there, honestly scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, because spoiler, if you haven't seen the show in who knows how long, it's already been out. He basically was a bad guy in the beginning. I don't know. I don't know exactly if he was going to continue. Yeah, I don't know if he was going to continue to be a bad guy. But
magical shit.
Magical shit.
I mean, look, okay, if you've watched those 5 episodes, he took down all 5 Rangers in one go by himself. That just shows you how powerful of a character that was.
I'm going to say this as well. This, if nothing, more than anything, exemplifies that the people we regard with such high praise, they are still human. They are experiencing the same things we are. They're just forced to hide it because they are constantly in the eye of the media.
Yeah, which is sad too. But he also, even after his performance when he left midway through Power Rangers Turbo, he still helped out with the franchise.
He was the Red Ranger in that, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yes. In the
for
movie.
a little bit,
For the movie.
Yeah.
And a few of the episodes of the series.
It was the first 13 episodes or something like that. And then he went off, and then to everyone's shock, he came back. He came back as Tommy Oliver, but this time as a Dr. Tommy Oliver.
Dr. Oliver.
And he was he became a science teacher, and then mentored a new group of Power Rangers, and then and then put on the suit once more as Black
Dino
Dino.
Thunder.
Yeah, I do remember that. I also remember there was, I don't remember if it was fan casting afterward, or not fan casting, if it was fan made afterwards, but I remember there was the bootleg Power Rangers thing.
You mean the Lord Draken stuff?
I think so. It was like a future
No.
where a lot of the Rangers were dead.
Okay, that was Lord Draken. So
okay.
that
It
was
how
called
that
bootleg
came
Power
about-
Rangers. Yeah,
It's not bootleg. It's that's actually a comic series called The Shattered Grid. And it takes place it starts out right after the original team broke the spell, but instead of Tommy going to join them, he decided to kill him off. So that's Lord Draken.
Dang.
Great comic series, by the way. Great comic series. I highly
and they
recommend.
did film I don't know how long of a movie or series, but the creator of that project said that was the last thing that Jason did before he passed, before he took his life. So a lot of people.
Okay, that's not Lord Draken. Okay. That is a new movie that's coming out, hopefully in 2023, called Legend of the White Dragon. That's not actually Power Rangers affiliate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way,
yeah.
I was just gonna say that that a lot of people were very concerned about that project not coming out, and the guy went in and said, "Please respect the family and respect because of this situation. Just stop asking about when we're gonna release this project, and just respect the people, his family." Because his family's being very affected about this. So.
All right.
They have said it will come out, but
right.
No.
So deepest condolences to Jason, and we're gonna go ahead and go on to our next topic. So Faye, I believe you wanted to talk about something.
About what?
About something.
Yes, I did. The last Way of the Water trailer for Avatar coming out December 16th or 18th, I believe.
I will return momentarily, but nature calls.
I feel that.
I wonder why.
It's almost as if we've been going for almost 2 hours. Huh.
I wonder whose fucking fault that is, sir.
Not mine.
She almost hit herself on accident. She was so close to hitting the door. She almost slammed her face on the door. Poor Allie.
To be honest, I'm just like super excited about Way of the Water itself. I have been praying for a new Avatar movie as soon as I finished the first one when it first came out. Years ago.
Didn't we all?
Yes, like that movie was just spectacular on its own, and then Way of the Water starts coming out. I'm seeing all the trailers. It just reignites that like spark. I hate you with the passion.
It does. The problem is
Ignore Christian attempting to show off his shit.
I'm excited to
As
see
he always does.
that's coming from this movie, seeing how they adapt into the water and everything like that, seeing new tribes, because that's what I'm seeing in all of these trailers. There's new groups, new colors of people.
Slightly different shade of blue.
Yep. And so I'm excited to see how all of that is adapted into the movie, as well as the humans, how that interaction is going to go. Because after the first movie, it was very iffy. The big battle and everything with the tree. And now going into this new movie, I'm seeing some of that coming in as well. But I want to know how different it will be from the first one.
So I will tell you this, another cool thing about that water tribe is if you look at their arms and their tails, their tails are actually thicker and their arms are flat.
Yes.
Yeah, so it helps them swim easier. And apparently, I think they have some gills, if I'm not mistaken.
They do?
I think so. I don't know. I didn't really see gills, but I know that they're able to breathe longer underwater.
They probably do have gills, but they haven't showed it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or it could just be they have like a more absorbent skin kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
that could always be it too. But The biggest thing is I am interested in this. I'm interested in how they explain Miles Quaritch coming back. Because you actually do see him in the trailer. He's that mean-looking fuck avatar that looks mean as hell. That is Miles Quaritch. So I'm happy that Stephen Lang is back. I'm happy that they're also not hiding the fuck out of what he is doing. It is Stephen Lang. We all know he's playing Miles Quaritch. Though there was also reports that he would be playing a twin brother. Though I think that's just lazy writing. I think it'd be far more interesting to see how.
I'm sorry, but from a D&D standpoint, this is the equivalent of your character getting killed and you coming in and saying, "This is my character's son. He's got the same name and exactly the same."
Yeah. When did you have your son? As soon as you were born? Yeah. No. But no, I do think it would be far more interesting and a far more interesting topic to explore how he came back after being killed, because he kind of seemed very anti-Avatar program, and I'm interested to see how he feels about that. I think it's maybe they had.
I kind of have a theory.
He had his consciousness downloaded into it.
Yeah, so probably it turns out he survived, but fucking barely, and his now human body couldn't sustain, so they threw him in an avatar body.
That seems a little too lazy, in my opinion, as well.
I feel like it was his fucking last resort. That's what I feel like. That kind of
I do too.
Like
I think it would be more of a last resort. Like, hey, in case I do fucking die in this shit, let me upload my consciousness somewhere. Kind of pull
Maybe
a
that's
Chappie.
maybe that's part of their contracts to work with that company.
That could be it too. You never know. Now, I do also know that Sigourney Weaver is supposed to be coming back into this movie. I don't exactly know how.
Yeah.
Because that is a character that is like definitively dead. Don't get me wrong, Stephen Lang, you can definitely see where you can rewrite that. However,
she'll be the voice of Ayla.
That would be interesting. I have heard that theory around.
Either that or honestly, flashbacks.
There could be flashbacks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Flashbacks.
They could also be hinting at maybe her spirit still survives with Awa, because that was kind of the whole thing. They said she is with Awa now, and they are kind of saying that Jake's daughter is able to hear her. We don't know if she's talking about Awa. We don't know if she's talking about Grace Augustine. Primarily, I would think she's talking about Awa because she does have that, like, she has that fascination with the world and everything else like that.
Maybe,
so I think it's probably
maybe the daughter is Grace reincarnated.
That would be interesting too. However, I don't know where you would bring in Sigourney Weaver.
A little bit convoluted, yeah.
A little too convoluted, in my opinion. But that is a good idea for sure. I definitely think it. I think that honestly, the voice of Awa thing would probably be a good way. At least, like, let's say Jake connects to Awa, is like, "Hey, I'm at a bind here. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing," and it's like, "Jake, numbnuts, get off your fucking ass," just something like that.
Well, especially since Sigourney Weaver's character was a mentor of sorts to Jake.
Yeah,
personally.
Exactly.
Yep.
It would make sense for if he's looking for some form of guidance for this to be the avatar of said guidance.
Yeah. I will also say this. I want to know how they're bringing back Norm. Where's my lanky boy? Where's my lanky boy? The one that thinks that who thought Jake was a scound too. If they don't bring him back, I am going to genuinely be pissed. If they kill him off within the first 5 minutes, I'm also going to be genuinely pissed.
Hey! You remember your comic relief from the last movie? Here he is, and
it wasn't even comic relief, honestly. Jake himself was more comic relief than Norm.
Yeah, people parodied more Jake than anybody else.
Yeah, Norm was just kind of the guy that was there and turned around to liking Jake eventually. He's the guy that got screwed over by Jake, and then it turned out liking Jake. I mean,
so where's the comic relief?
It's a classic best friend.
It kind of isn't one. Yeah, it's the classic best friend thing. Yeah. Now, I would love if they brought back Sute in some way, like as a flashback or like a that would be nice, because Sute
probably
a
flashback.
Over, in my opinion,
seems more reasonable.
Yeah, I think Sute kind of got fucked over in my personal opinion. Now, granted, there is an extended scene of where Jake actually kills Sute, like he has to kill the animals, like it's a clean kill kind of thing. And he says, I want Taruk Makpao to basically do it. And I'm like, okay, that is an interesting scene. However, I also understand why they cut it.
Yeah.
it was like during the wrap up thing, and it was like I kind of see why you cut that. That does make a lot of sense why you cut it. It's already a long movie. Which, by the way, did I mention Avatar: Way of Water is going to be 3 hours and 12 minutes, including credits?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah,
I've heard they're going to make maybe one more after this because the movie is
No,
so
they said
expensive to make.
they said
I
two. They
don't
said they were
have
gonna
the
make two
attention span
more.
for this shit.
They said they were gonna make two more,
Same.
but those two have to make the most highest grossing. They have to hit the most highest grossing.
Here's what I
movies.
heard. I heard James Cameron has said that if this one does not do well, he will wrap it up in one more movie, and then that's it. It'll be a trilogy, and I think that's fine. However, he also said if it does do well, and it does well enough to warrant so many different sequels, that yes, he will do 4 more sequels, I believe, because I think he has I think he has 5 movie planned, so there would be 4 movies, and it would be 2023. Yeah, 2023 would be Avatar 3. 2024 would be Avatar 4, so on and so forth.
Or they could push it back like they did last time.
I heard it was every other year. So it'd be
every other year. So it'd be 2025 would be Avatar 4 or Avatar 3. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah.
So we've gone from Space Pocahontas to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I've actually heard that theory. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that theory.
Yeah,
it's actually the real Avatar.
It's an interesting theory, though.
To repeat what Ali said earlier, there is nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, absolutely.
On a director standpoint, because I heard how pain in the ass their new technology was to finally get the underwater, underwater cameras, and I'm excited to see all those nice shots as a director side.
Well, when I saw the
likes
Avatar
film.
re-release, they actually showed us about a 2.5-minute clip of Avatar: The Way of Water, and it was mostly showing off the water effects. So you actually can go back and watch one of our older episodes if you're on YouTube. I don't remember which one it was, but it would have been that weekend that the re-release was, and I hadn't talked about it. I was like,
shame on the
we need a title. We need to title our episodes now, not just the numbers.
It'll literally be
this shit.
Dumbasses and technical difficulties is going to be every other episode now. Just
No, it should be every episode. We have not had a single one without issues.
The behind the scenes, this is what we fucking deal with.
Yeah, no, behind the scenes we get us canceled for half the shit that we say behind the scenes, but we're not going to go into that. So, Lewis, I believe your topic is about the Club Penguin programmers.
Yeah, so the guys who originally worked on Club Penguin decided to take it upon themselves. Like, no one knew that this was happening. They're making their own video game, and it's in the works right now. They're doing beta tests. I found this out from other people who are on YouTube who also are fanatics of Club Penguin. And also because Disney has the rights to Club Penguin and they're not using it. So anyways.
Which is bullshit, by the way.
I was telling my dad this on a side note. I was like, if I had the money, I would literally buy out the rights to Club Penguin so that way I can give it to the rightful people who are going to at least take care of it. Because they're not making money out of it. And they're just holding it off for whoever or what reason. So, anyways, their
Come on,
new
Epic Games,
project.
buy Club Penguin.
It is
The Battle
quite-
Royale.
No,
It
no.
is quite literally just sitting there collecting dust.
Their new like copycat or counter. They're trying not to copy it too much, but obviously, like they have because they were the ones who basically created it and whatnot, or in a hand. They went from being penguins to parrots. So now Party Parrot Island is what they now are calling this new thing. And I'm following the Discord and I'm following their YouTube channel, and like I signed up for the next beta test, so we'll see if I get in. But so far it actually looks pretty good. It really does look really good. I'm kind of a little bit nervous because they're also doing mobile stuff too. Because when Disney tried to do that mobile shit for Club Penguins, it didn't really work out in their favor. It tanked.
let's be honest. For something going from PC or console to mobile,
But they're
it's
also
really
doing PC,
iffy.
which is a good sign as well too. So they're not just doing mobile stuff, but they're also, I think they're incorporating just having PC, but also having a phone or a tablet as well too, to have it a lot more access for a lot of people, and I'm assuming kids and adults who want to relive their glory days too. So I don't know. I'm excited. I think
Make us sound like creeps. God damn it! Fuck you.
A little bit.
I don't know. I think at some points it's like it's a good thing to kind of relive our childhood, because I mean, we only have so much to relive. I don't know. We don't have these many opportunities to relive like some of our most like fondest memories without it being just wiped clean away.
Go play RuneScape.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that's on my bucket list.
I'll make the ultimate
WoW.
callback. Here's what I'll do.
I was more of a Gaia Online fan than I was Club
Oh my
Penguin.
god! I haven't thought about Gaia in forever.
I got one for you.
No, I
Anybody
wonder if my
remember a
account
game
still
called
works.
Bejeweled?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's the only video game my mother has ever played.
Bejeweled.
It was Candy Crush before Candy Crush became.
It really was.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. But anyways,
Anyone else?
I still.
It's.
I still think it does have a lot of potential. My only main concern about this one individual who decided to pirate the old server and did some unfortunate things, which kind of ruined the reputation of Club Penguin. So I'm glad that they don't, at least for right now, they don't have anything to do with that franchise in the moment. So I'm glad that they're doing their own thing, and hopefully, so far from what I'm looking for and from the response online, everything is good. I think a lot of people they're kind of a little bit iffy because parrots, but at the same time, I mean, what can they do? Because it's Disney. So, there's only so much little they can do in order for them to be able to like not like one for one copy it, but at least get their ideas that they had,
Yeah, Disney's
that
not
they never
gonna
got to use.
pause from that anytime soon.
I personally am excited to see what they do with this, considering Club Penguin has been down for a long time now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
To
also not
see-
including the people who like basically what was it? I think Club Penguin's Rewind, which some dude decided to basically re-upload a server and have everybody play the old school Club Penguins before all the new changes and stuff, and then also the Club Penguins, the other one that I was telling you about that incident. So,
like, Club Penguin was a phenomenon for a lot of us, if not all of us here.
oh yeah, I started very early. I think in 2004.
To see the creators of Club Penguin come back with something new for them, at
Anything
least.
really, yeah.
Yeah, with anything. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Don't you
like I
be
said,
yawning over here. None of that shit.
I really do think this has a lot of promise. I honestly I did look when I was looking at the Discord and looking at all the screenshots and stuff. I saw a lot of similarities of a bunch of different Club Penguin characters, which I was like, I don't know how. Hopefully they change it, but there's some similarities. But at the same time, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the final product is.
Well, I'm glad you're looking into that.
Yeah. And hopefully I get access to the closed beta.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you get it.
Seriously.
Absolutely. All right. Who else hasn't said their Snoda quick?
I don't
Probably
have one.
you.
There's at least
Allie,
two of us.
Allie. What is
Yeah, I
your
think it's
Snoda?
just Allie and Christian.
So, I'm aware that music isn't something that's covered very often around here.
Oh,
Get out of here with that hypocrisy shit. No.
God damn it! I'm here for a reason. No.
Here we go. We're entering
there's-
some new territories.
There's a band that I have become a huge fan of that has
Tell me.
reintroduced the concept of the rock opera to me.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Did
Okay.
she take off her?
I am talking of Glory Hammer.
Oh yes.
This
So
band,
opera rock.
this band, their entire discography. God damn it, I'm too drunk for this word.
Discography.
Allie, leave those words to the DJ here. Discography.
Their entire track list
Uh-huh.
has to do with the adventures of Angus McFife, King of Dundee, and his adventures to quell the evil sorcerer who has stolen his land from him.
Huh,
That's
really
amazing.
interesting.
That's
These
really
adventures,
amazing.
these adventures are multi-dimensional, by the way.
That's
Of course,
nuts.
because why? So
Why
okay,
wouldn't it be?
I have waited for a nice rock opera for a fucking minute.
No, seriously, if
I-
you haven't
Send me a link.
experienced Glory Hammer, I really suggest
You need to send me a link, Allie.
Yeah,
I'm
send us a link.
I'm a metalhead.
Send it in.
I'm such a
I'm already
metalhead.
setting up a new chat, so go ahead and send it there.
It has been expressed more than once that these guys need to have, at the very least, a movie based around their
Oh,
song.
for sure.
Just because of how epic the songs and the adventures that are told therein are.
You know
To be
Brothers
per-
of Metal?
Yes, I am. They are also on my playlist.
Oh, they're
be
so
honest,
good. I love the lead.
The way you described it almost sounded like a D&D campaign. Like the way you
It
described
really
their songs.
is.
It really is. It really is.
Like, just listen to the song Angus McFife itself, and it expresses itself like the start of a D&D campaign.
Yep.
Okay.
I highly suggest it to anybody who's into metal. Glory Hammer itself
Metalheads.
is a British power metal band. The
Hell yeah.
the keyboardist Christopher Bowes, he was the lead vocalist for Ailstorm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's so amazing. Yeah, I love them.
Hell yeah.
Oh, my nose.
All right, so
You have
now I
allergies.
can go and try to breathe. I'm gonna go ahead and get mine done real quick. So my soda quick is basically we have a new director for Blade, and it is the director behind the critically acclaimed, audience hated, and after one season canceled, Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft
Yes.
Country, yes.
As like
Sorry,
like
doesn't ring a bell
H.P.
to me.
Lovecraft.
Yeah, as an H.P. Lovecraft, but done extremely
Poorly.
weird and wrong.
Yeah, I got to
Okay.
the third episode of Lovecraft Country and couldn't, just because it made me feel weird.
You're like, this feels wrong.
Yeah, that is exactly it. Like, I got to the start of the third episode and couldn't watch anymore.
I genuinely believe that any visual adaptation of Lovecraft is just not gonna be great.
Yeah.
The whole point was that it was written.
I will say Color Out of Space with Nicolas Cage came the closest in recent memory.
Well, you have to account for the
He
fact that
updated
Lovecraft
enough.
himself was a fucked up person.
Oh no, wholeheartedly. Hence the reason half his shit is as good as it is. But that's
in more
different
ways
story.
than one.
Yes, and that is a different story. Now, I will say this: the Lovecraft Country show I was heavily invested in, basically, or interested in before I heard reviews and everything, because I was like, oh, I love Lovecraft, and I like this new guy that's coming up. That was, I believe, that was Jonathan Majors in that show, if I'm not mistaken. who is going to be our Kang, by the way. So I'm glad that this guy might possibly be able to work with Jonathan Majors again. I'm actually interested in that. However, it's just one of those things where it's like, I heard the show was shot really well, but that could be your DP instead of your director. So I genuinely don't know how I feel about this guy maybe coming on to doing this. However, I don't know anything else that he has done. So maybe Lovecraft Country was just so heavily affected by studio that I think that maybe that's what ultimately fucked it over. Or it could have just been bad writing. We don't know. So
Probably both.
Probably both. I'm kind of excited to see where this goes because I think I would like to give this guy another chance. I'm always for giving second chances. However, it's just one of those things where it's like when you have a show like that that has an interesting premise and you ultimately fuck it over.
In his defense, writing racism is a difficult art these days.
That is also very true, especially if you're using that as the foreground and the Lovecraft shit. Lovecraft was a notorious fucking racist. Yeah, that's kind of hard. That's a hard thing to mesh. Let's be perfectly honest.
There's a real fine line. In fact, it's so fine it is a dashed line.
I mean, if you look at what they did to Aunt Jemima, I mean, and all the other stuff, I mean, it speaks for itself now that you can't get away with anything anymore. Just slapping a cultural person on any foods, Whole Foods, or anything anymore. So
my best example is that when you ask a Mexican whether or not they like Speedy Gonzalez, they will most likely say yes. However, you ask anybody that isn't a Mexican if they like Speedy Gonzalez, they'll probably say Speedy Gonzalez is racist as shit and should be taken away.
Who? I love Speedy Gonzalez.
White people.
White people. They were trying. They're like we don't. It's not that we like Speedy Gonzalez, but we think that character is racist to a bunch of Hispanics because it's so stereotypical. I'm like, but that was the only representation in my family's, like in my dad's era. That was the only Mexican representation they had. So,
Gabriel,
that's kind of messed up.
When it comes to Speedy Gonzalez, the best person that makes a comment about this is Gabriel Iglesias.
Fluffy.
There it is.
What's crazy is he's actually, I think he voiced
he voiced Gonzalez.
He did voice
in the latest
he did voice Speedy Gonzalez.
There's
in Space Jam.
I don't remember the comedy skit, but it's on all his comedy skits are on Netflix. I don't remember which one.
It's on his newest one, but he also did a YouTube. He was on national news because he tweeted him against Speedy Gonzalez against cancel culture. So on Twitter.
But yeah, he's the best person to talk about that.
When it comes to Lovecraft Country, I felt iffy when it came to the way the cops were treating the main characters. By the start of the third episode, where they're in the mansion and all that, I was done just because I knew where this was going right off the bat.
Yeah.
And I did not like where this was going.
In the great words of Deadpool himself, well, that's just lazy writing.
Yeah.
Well, I was also gonna say, what did y'all guys, and trying to keep on the same topic, what did y'all guys think of Django when they handled that movie?
That is Quentin Tarantino, and I think Tarantino's way of handling racism is it is there, it is beyond obvious, and if you're offended, fuck you.
Yeah.
Hence the reason I think he handles it so incredibly well.
Well, and
yeah, doesn't deny it. Also, doesn't try to glorify it. Just kind of it was a thing.
There, yeah, exactly. It's there.
That's the thing. It's extremely difficult to portray it in a way that isn't.
It doesn't offend both sides, basically.
Yes. So the best way to approach it is just that. It's there. It's a thing, but we're not glorifying it.
Yeah, it happened. It sucks, but it was a part of life back then. What are you gonna do? Cry about it?
It's
Go
like
on,
Hitler.
Cry.
It's like Hitler.
Yeah, I mean,
and for an example on that note, Doctor Who's episode "Let's Kill Hitler."
Jesus Christ! I forgot that was a thing.
Whose
It
iteration
was
was
a-
that under? Por favor.
That was a Matt Smith episode. I think that was the first episode of one of his seasons.
I believe you're correct.
But yeah,
Really?
he was
No,
in
no,
it. He
no.
got he was in it. He got shoved in a closet.
I really wish because Lewis brought up Doctor Who. I really wish I had the extra money to pick it up. I saw at Walmart for like $50. It was 10 seasons of Doctor Who in a big ass fucking box set.
But
I just
the-
didn't have
the-
the money for it. I wish I did.
the thing of it is, we are in a society that
We live
We're in a
simultaneously-
society.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Society.
Let me finish.
It's society.
We live in a society.
Society.
Let me
We live in
finish,
a
please.
society.
We are in a society that is simultaneously wanting to address these issues, but at the same time is offended by these issues so much that we're eating ourselves like an Ouroboros.
Yeah, but also making it more ridiculous, like in a sense of like, I want to talk about these issues, but then I'm gonna get easily offended and then throw a tantrum because I can't have my way.
Yeah. So
All
being
right.
able
So before we go
to
into go ahead, make one last point, and then we're gonna go ahead. and
so
wrap it up.
being able to talk about it in any context, if you're able to do it right,
Centaur.
great.
I'm making a thing.
Just yeah, I know.
She's making imagination. Anyway.
I've got plenty of that to spare.
I've got string.
String.
She has no strings to hold her down, to make her sing, to make her frown. Great callback. Anyways,
Yep.
continue.
Anyway,
So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up because we're tiptoeing into very dangerous territory. Yeah.
Are you
so
tiptoeing or
fucking late.
sleeping?
we're still
I
in
mean,
very dangerous
we
territory.
are very much on the verge of 2 hours
Also-
30 minutes.
Yeah, that's the other reason too. So, I am your host, Black Chef 56. This has been the Snodacast episode 44. I've been joined by Inara Sarah,
Ah.
DJ Lionheart, aka Leon,
Stay nerdy.
and of course, Allie, Hungry Hufflepuff.
8 shots and I'm still standing.
Sitting, but sure.
Yeah, fuck you.
When you
We
were
were also
standing, you
joined-
almost ran into a fucking door.
Actually, no, I did not. For the record.
Anyways, before
The door
she
opened.
decided to okay. Anyways, and of course we were also lately joined by Lewis, aka Diamond Assassin, thanks to technical difficulties with
The
Wi-Fi of his current location.
Second
Keeping
in
my fucking
command is
cigars.
back, baby.
Yeah,
For
Is he
second in
though?
command.
Time.
Is he really?
Yeah.
For
And
We shall
also,
see.
my second
We'll
in
see
command
next
needs to eat
week.
My fucking cigars. So, we were also joined by Valkyrie, aka Patrick. We also had, for a very brief moment, Gallows, aka Thomas, and of course, it's Pump Bridge or it's Pimp Bridge or whatever the fuck he decides to put
Whatever his name is
next.
now.
At this point,
We
So-
love you guys, no matter how much time you
Circle
spend here.
Bridge.
Once
We
again,
do.
once again, we are all professionals.
With
this
a
is
capital
the
F.
best, and we will all see you later. Yes, with a capital F.
Good
Absolutely.
night.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
Have a good night, everybody.